Okay, let's try this again. Let's try it again here. Okay. So I think without further ado, we're going to just pick up where, like I said, we left off. Sorry for the technical difficulties, but still learning the system. All right, so you guys awaken at different levels, and for the most part, we'll just say the ward probably sleeps in an extra, 20 minutes or something. Just needs a lot of sleep over there. And then, so what would you guys like to do? Does anybody want to talk about anything specifically?
Well, hunt for an apartment as well in DC, but I'll do that actually on my iPad and figure out a good
Yeah, and you're staying with
Madame
Cymbeline.
Yes.
Yeah.
Where is that actually? That's on the
in the outskirts. It's
up the river.
Yeah, like Northern Virginia / yeah, it's like right on.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, right on the
I
border.
figured it was in Virginia. I just couldn't remember.
It's outside the DC city limits and outside the Prince's defined domain. It's adjacent. Yeah. It's like a very rich suburb of DC.
Okay.
And the street that's on is Beechner's Road is the major.
I have it in my notes actually.
Well, I think the first thing that I know I'd be looking to do, and I'm guessing Vincent's on board with that, would be Ward and Vincent we're staying at the same location. We'll circle up, and we're probably gonna be looking to connect up with the rest of the coterie and see what everybody's up to. Because somebody should probably go check on Ringo and see if he's dug his way out of that hole yet.
Yeah.
And just as a side thought, someone of your wealth and background is likely not doing her own apartment hunting. I'm assuming that you have an agent looking for that.
Oh yes, exactly.
She's not a 5 resource. She's only
I'm talking
4
about
resource.
in real life. I'm going to be looking at actual properties to find something.
That just felt very beneath Jessica to be actually having to Google her own apartment.
I don't know. She's trying to take charge.
I have to do that.
She's trying to take charge, though. It's like, oh, you can't do it right. Let me do it.
Yeah, it's kind of an emergent situation.
Yeah.
Werewolf destroyed my hotel, my
but
house.
She has not actually
size of a
contacted
hotel.
the coterie.
I think Ward will start by texting the group and just saying, basically, what's everyone up to? It's been a couple nights. Haven't heard from Rachel. We should probably group up and see
we're
how
gonna
that's
find
going.
ripped up body parts.
And you see the text from a safe distance.
You get a text from Jessica, probably almost immediately because she's been on her phone constantly at this point.
And a week before.
I'm at Madame Cymbeline's. I can meet you somewhere.
You get a text back that just says bougie with no explanation.
Let's go ahead and give Cedar, why don't you
Perks of being there.
Alright, so I run Renegil.
They don't really go.
He's another gang girl who was embraced in the late 1920s, kind of partially against his will.
The cycle continues.
He
It's fun.
used to be a
Shut up! It's not your turn.
criminal investigator, when he was a human. And so he kind of never really lost that. And so he kind of dresses like that noir era police investigator sort of outfit, trench coat, fedora or something. He probably has the highest humanity out of all the other players or characters. So he really thinks of himself as more human than vampire. He
Some creamy horseradish.
I guess he tries not to be too much of a bleeding heart, but he is.
Yes. He's the soul of the group. In some ways.
Mm.
If the soul means
Soul
talking
can.
to everybody that's not a vampire about vampires. No, so yeah, no, that's good. So let's go ahead and jump to you. So you do awaken the next day, presumably, and to massive convulsions next to you happening. And like I said, I mean, you both were buried. I mean, you ended up doing the earth meld with Riley's body, and for her part, after basically you've gone through the motions for embracing, and it should be the next sunset. She arises, but she does not rise, and you do feel her convulsing and arcing her back in earth and writhing around, but you don't feel any like consciousness. There's no yelling or any anything. Just this kind of muscle convulsions, and it gets to the point where you are literally staying in the night. You're staying in the ground all night. And being that you've never had this happen or even heard of it happening, you don't actually know how long it would take for the whole process to take. And so a big part of you is kind of like, well, let's just wait and see. And so you kind of embrace her closer, and provide that sort of try to provide whatever emotional support you can. But for her part, she does not awaken that entire night. And you are just in the ground now through an extra night. And then you awaken to see that her head has shifted, and she's looking kind of in your general. Her head has shifted towards your direction. And as you stir, you notice her kind of wiggle, and you can feel the vibrations in the earth of her trying to say something, but being completely melded with the earth. It doesn't come across as anything other than just this muffled sound. And so, with that being said, you would like to do what? It does appear that she is conscious.
All right. And it seems like she's actually trying to talk to me. I'll go for it. I'll bring us to the real world.
Okay, you can no longer affect her.
Oh, that's interesting.
She's no longer an object.
I'm not able to affect the dirt or the earth around her, am I?
Nope.
No.
You just can affect yourself. You basically meld into the earth with you and your items. Before, she was dead and not resurrected. So you basically, resurrected's bad in the word, embraced. But you are now able to go to the surface. She is starting to kind of, like I said, wiggle. But everything's muffled.
All right. And I guess I can't like reach out to her and. All right. I'll come to the surface and I'll start digging out around where she is.
It's just like everything is like super dark around. I mean, you're buried in the ground. There's no light source whatsoever. Yeah. So yeah, you can go back to the surface and you basically pop out, and you're kind of looking at the ground beneath you, and it's all grass. Like you guys didn't like dig up a grave or anything. It's all solidly packed. Everything's in there. So you're gonna start just digging, claws.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
So I'll first look around, see.
Give me a perception and alertness roll. Difficulty will be 6, the usual.
Uh, 3.
Okay. You do not see anyone in your immediate vicinity.
All right.
A couple cars. You see some headlights and stuff drive by, and you hear some honking in the distance and a little siren occasionally. But for the most part, it just seems like it's you in this kind of nice little nestled area. Some trees overhead, and you're right at the kind of base of a hill. With the hillside blocking one view from people unless they're actually on the hill, and then the forest behind you. So you're able to just go ahead and
Yeah, I'll
dig up.
start carefully
You're
digging
gonna do
with
your
my claws.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right. So you guys
Around
awaken.
where I think that her head is.
Yeah. Okay. You guys all awaken, and Ward sends his text saying what again?
What's everybody up to? We should probably get together and see how things are going with Ringo and Riley. And then text. From a safe distance.
Yeah.
That's
And
an
you get
extra
this,
button.
Pringle. You hear your phone buzz. Bzz.
All right.
But you're pretty busy digging
Yeah,
at this point.
I
You would have
know.
woken up pretty
If
significantly
I
before.
feel it, I'll maybe look at it, but I'm not going to say anything.
Yeah, sure.
Text Nicole.
Okay.
I think I need to schedule a meeting with whoever that might be able to train me up on smithing. But we're probably busy tonight, so I'm just going to try to schedule it.
Okay. All right. So that's fine. You text the number that you've been given, and then you see an okay, and basically it says we'll talk to the boss, and I'll get you the information that you need, and we'll go from there.
Sounds good. And then I'll just maybe reply. Ready to go when you guys are. I think, I'm not sure how far away I am from them or where we want to meet, but maybe I'll find out where we want to meet.
Well, yeah, you're in like the heart of
I'm in the heart of downtown right now.
yeah.
That's not far. That's not very far from where Vincent and Ward are at.
I can start driving in. I mean, she'll text that she can start driving in from my siblings.
Yeah, so it'll take you a little bit,
Yeah.
about a half hour or so, maybe a little bit more, 45 minutes or so. All right, and then for Ward, and what about Vincent?
Well, he's still nursing his wounds a little bit, so if he's can go hunt, get some blood, he will try to heal another 5. Well, use 5 more blood to heal another egg if he's permitted.
You would have to spend the vast majority of the day, aside from 2 hours, of just resting if you want to do that. So is that what you wish to do?
Well, how about let's not. I can live with the -1 for right now, but I definitely need to hunt for sure. That's for sure. So,
Okay. And that's a house rule, by the way, with regards to spending most of the night, except for 2 hours, in order to be able to be considered as resting full time for the most part. All right, so then you guys are all going to go ahead and pile into the car and eventually make your way towards where you know that Ringo had been taken, and where he and a newly, hopefully turned Riley, and hopefully not insane Abomination herself, maybe hopefully waiting for you guys. So it's a little bit of a drive, and but you make it without incident, assuming you're obeying all traffic laws and
Not evading any werewolves this time.
yeah, there's nothing other than just the usual nightlife just beginning in the DC and Northern Virginia area. So you guys make it to the outskirts of the park, and after a little bit of a walk, and you guys can go to that hillside, basically looking down and right at the edge of that forest line. You look down to see a almost looks like a dog scraping up in a deep hole as Ringil is about up to his waist, carefully digging and then throwing a bunch of dirt out. But you could definitely see like his torso and head, but no Riley that you guys can see. But it looks like he's been digging for a while, and you guys see him doing that. You can give me a perception and alertness roll. Since you're busy, I'm going to say it's difficult 7.
0.
You do not recognize that there's anything wrong. As far as you're concerned, you're still doing it and nobody's watching you.
Well, he's trying to. We've kind of jumped forward. And we're all together now.
Oh, we are. Am I there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh.
We kind of just kind of fast forwarded.
Yeah, it took you about maybe an hour or so to get to him, maybe a little bit more. Yeah, but he's been digging for a while because he's trying to do it. He's like there's a bunch of dirt flying up, but he's him by himself trying to dig out a werewolf-sized hole.
Would I know that if I could?
You can start to hear what sounds like kind of muffled something.
How long
At your
should
feet.
we watch him before we...
I'm headed right there. Like, what are you doing?
Am I the only one who thought we probably should have stopped and gotten shovels? I didn't say anything. I thought someone else would have.
Where's
I
Riley?
built it.
Where's Riley? What are you doing?
Digging if I'm not-
Ringo, what are you doing?
Oh, so you're all there?
Yeah, I approach like immediately. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, and you're like it comes out of nowhere, almost startling you. Look up. And there's Jessica. You're pretty sure she must have learned obfuscate. The only way she would have got past your keen senses,
Yeah.
your wolf and bat-like senses.
Did
Well,
you lose her?
no, she can't earth meld like I can. And when she's alive,
Well, you have to teach her.
obviously, but I can't talk to her on the ground.
Show her.
Oh, real
She's
quick.
all
So
alone down there.
she is also Earthbound, or she is Earthbound because of you?
She's earth melded because of me.
Well, I mean, she's not earth melded in the same way that a Gangrel would earth meld.
She's all alone in there. Can we start
She's
digging?
buried. That's what happens.
Once she
in vampires.
became
She'll dig her
alive,
way out at some
the way I
point.
would play it
That
is
is
that once she
not
became undead,
What happened
Yeah.
to me? Thank you very much.
basically forcing
Well, I
woke
out
up in
the
a
earth
lovely
around her
place
as
that
she
was
materializes.
Custom made for me.
The reason I ask is because if he knows where she's buried and she Earthbounded herself, if he just disturbs
She did
her,
not.
he automatically pops out.
She did not. She did not do it herself.
Right. That's why I asked. That's all.
So
Yeah, I would assume
Well, I get.
that
I
she's
guess.
down there. We just need to get to digging, but we did not stop for shovels on the way by.
But that's okay. They have claws.
Well, I guess maybe.
Oops.
Actually, should I do an
you guys can all
intelligence-
give me perception and alertness rolls as well.
Should I do an
Difficulty will be 8.
Because actually, this is what I should have done from the first thing. I should have done an intelligence roll to see if I knew how my earth meld would works and if I can somehow teach her to do it.
Mm-hmm. You can make an intelligence roll, sure.
All right.
I only got 2
Just-
successes.
Let's
on
see, would
my
it just
perception.
be straight intelligence?
Sure.
Let's get that one.
We're just conspicuously skeptical of that concept.
One
Due to the fact
success.
that it is like a level 4 of a discipline she
What?
hasn't even learned.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah.
initial.
So,
just
one.
initial how to do
One.
it.
One success.
Yeah, I mean, well, first off, the Earth Meld, you don't really talk.
Mm-hmm.
She can't really teach her how to do anything. And Ward is, or yeah, John is correct. It is it's like a level 3 power.
Yeah.
So she would have to sink all
That's
of
right,
her
towards the end.
all of her initial
Yeah,
experience into it, which is highly doubtful that would be the case, but it could be. You don't know.
and I wouldn't be able to just reach out and grab her and pull her out myself or show her the
No.
way. No. All right.
No, you can go down and see where she is,
Yeah.
but you know she's right below you.
Yeah. All right,
Perception and alertness rolls, everybody.
2 successes.
Difficulty 8. 2?
No successes.
Okay. You 2.
Oh, if it's difficulty 8, 1 success.
4 successes.
Yeah, you definitely hear her muffled. Not screaming, kind of yelling.
All right.
It doesn't seem like super distressed. She's kind of like.
Yeah. I'll pause for a moment, and I'm going to earth meld.
Maxed out her willpower roll.
I'm going to
Jesus.
earth meld down to her and see if I can do it.
She's probably like 2 feet below you,
Yeah.
but it's like earth.
All right.
So you guys are pretty sure you hear the very, very muffled sound.
Hey, lodge people. Carry on.
All right. Well.
He's going down. Start digging.
Yeah. I'll continue digging
And
down.
I'm telling you, claws aren't going to be that effective because you got to scoop the dirt. You don't just need to tear it up. It's
Well,
like
we're
using a
not going to
rake.
take the time to go get shovels. She's alone down there. Well, not alone now. But, no, she must be scared.
Right.
Oh, look who I'm talking to.
Anyway, I'll
Like
keep digging.
I'm digging. If this is the scariest thing she has to deal with, she is not prepared for this new life of hers.
Lord.
She was already on board with this new life.
Exactly. Scared.
Yeah, no
She turns
idea
into
what
a
she's
9-foot
getting
tall
into.
monster.
She has
But
She thought it was going to be the coolest thing since like.
as he's talking, Ward will step down, uncharacteristically, and volunteer for physical work, and begin after
Whoa!
scooping handfuls of
All
dirt.
right, we got this on live. All right, we got that.
Question is if she doesn't go insane.
Yes, well, let's see if we can just dig out the bear's part of her, and I'll see if I can lift her out from there.
Try that patch over there. I have manicured nails. I'm not going
Where
to
did
try that
you-
patch over there.
I'd like someone to give me a survival, and let's do. How to be careful. Let's do dexterity. It's kind of a weird combination.
Just one
2.
person?
Anybody who wants to dig or direct.
Oh, I can direct.
Yes, she's all over that.
Oh my.
And it's a cumulative based on the group.
What difficulty?
Difficulty be 6.
Okay.
Unless you don't have it, then it's yeah.
Okay.
An untrained
I'm glad that's not a
Difficulty,
botch,
yeah,
because I at
the-
least have 1 success, because I just rolled 3 ones.
You have 5.
For the 10.
Holy crap! So you guys have a total of 1, 6, 7, 8, and then
She's supervising.
yeah,
Really
yeah. She's being like the super like. No, I think you should go. It's like she's not over there. I can hear her right here. No, we're actually digging in the wrong spot. That'd be a botch. And then Vincent, are you being involved in any way?
I didn't hear what the roll was there, and I was waiting for you to get done talking.
Okay. It is a survival and dexterity roll. If you don't have survival, like usual, the house rule is it's 2 more difficulty on the roll.
I do have survival.
And if you have survival, it's just difficulty 6.
Let's see.
In all fairness, the big, strong people with celerity should be doing it, but
Hey, I took them all.
Well, that would not be me then.
I feel responsible
1,
for her
2,
being down.
3, 4, 5.
Where are you rolling?
You said survival, which is 2. My dexterity is 4. Plus
Where?
is 2. So
Where are you rolling? Which channel are you rolling in?
in our main chat,
Are we? Are
is
you?
it not coming up again?
No, it's not. All right. Does it in the top? Does it say DC by night?
No, it's in there.
His roll is in there.
In the general chat, yeah.
Oh, in general chat.
Yeah, which is the only text channel. That's the only
I
place.
see. I see. I see. I see.
So yeah, he's got the.
Okay. Interesting. I mean, no, you can chat in DC by night. You know that, right?
Yeah, and we've always been chatting in the general chat for this channel.
Okay, but then we can't record anything. That's okay. I don't really care too much, but you can indeed join the DC by night and chat in that too. So how many did you get?
I got 5.
5 successes.
These sticks.
You guys are able to carefully exhume an exact what you imagine to be a Riley sleeping in, because you're like, well, she probably had her Anzac because she was unconscious. You even get that done since you have so many successes, and you get each individual finger. Now, long story short, you pull her out, and she does arise. And for her part, I mean, she does. Like, all of you guys need to make courage rolls for me.
I will just say too, as we uncover her, before we even start to actually pull her out,
Yeah.
as we uncover her, once I have visual contact on her, I do want to hit her with a calming effect spell. Just hedge our bets, okay?
I got
Sure.
3 successes on my courage.
So you're just like standing in
I'm
front.
waiting. It's winding.
That was always.
Why don't you move to the dice rolling for the DC by night there, buddy?
3 for me.
Difficulty 6.
Yes.
3.
Wow. So everybody's just like, you guys are just tanking it.
We're prepared for anything.
Yeah, well, and it's good because when she does come out, I mean, you see that same kind of look, and it's all dirt filled, and there's a little bit of water in there and whatnot. For her part, though, she just like seems like just kind of fascinated look on her face, and this massive Krynos form comes out. But as you're looking at it, before there were like she had very much like mangy look, it was very like super thick skin that was like on top of it, looked super itchy, everything like that. Patches of fur missing. But like now she's coming out and it's like it's not quite Nosferatu level, but it's definitely, you could see like some of the webbing in the mouth or whatever in the cheek is like been sort of eroded away. Her eyes definitely seem much more sunken in, and they seem to be almost all, white. And for her part, I mean, she is like everything. Just look, it has this like feel of death as she emerges. But all of you guys tank it, and you guys are like, yeah, this. I mean, we were kind of expecting scarier shit than this, to be honest. And, even Ringill is kind of just looking on. But beyond that, other than those two kind of little features there, and you can see, I mean, she definitely has like bony ribs along the side. All of her wounds are now healed, though. So everything's healed even more so than it was. All the aggravated damage is gone. And she is just kind of looking around. And as she's looking at her hands and her clawed hands, in the midst of this deep hole that you guys have all carefully dug out, she does a quick little leap to the side, sticks her claws into the ground, and then just kind of crawls out of the ground and takes a nice stand where she's probably easily about 4 feet taller than the tallest of you guys. And then as she kind of looks around, again looking at her arms and everything, and she just seems somewhat just kind of like, okay, well, hands are still there kind of thing. She's not saying anything. Go ahead and do your...
5 successes, so
Okay.
that's just duration. The effect is the same, so it's
Okay.
Essentially 5 turns of 2 additional dice against Frenzy to avoid or break, and she just feels an unnatural calm and sense of serenity
Okay.
come over her. And this comes in the form of me whispering sort of quietly soothing sounding things in probably like a Latin sound. But
Whispering
Okay.
sweet nothings.
Yeah, exactly.
as she comes on the ground, so.
Okay. Well, I mean, she seems to be kind of looking at you and recognizing that you're like referring to her, but for the most part, she's just like kind of like shaking her head a little bit. Clearly, and you guys remember when you get your heightened senses and everything of just being a regular vampire, let alone if you have Auspex, you don't know if, she would, but she's definitely taking it all in and kind of like looking around at the different colors and taking it all in. With that, you do see her kind of focus. It kind of gets a little determined look on her face, and she shifts back down to a now slightly more pale version of Riley that you remember. She is completely naked, and she just looks back kind of at her form and looks at her hands now, and
Wow.
she's just like,
I'll go into my trunk and get some, like, a blanket or something
Okay.
like that. Put it on her.
you guys can give me a perception roll. Difficulty will be 7. Jessica, yours will be difficulty 6.
Perception and
Alertness, sorry.
I got 3 twos.
And alertness.
Oh,
Perception and alertness, sorry.
Okay. It's like 2 twos is not going to do it. 9 and 1 more 2.
Okay.
1 success.
If it's
Whoa.
7, I got
Oh,
Damn.
shit.
All right, so yeah, you guys all, I mean, everybody did really well. All right, so anybody who got 3 successes or more, you guys clearly see what look to be 2 people that are coming. It looks like a male and a female, maybe in their late teens or so, and they seem to be running through the park. And unfortunately, they seem to be kind of coming your way, and they seem to be giggling and laughing and stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna
But they're being kind of quiet because they don't want to be, clearly caught. So, but they are running almost in your exact direction.
Yeah, I'm gonna make sure that I'm gonna get that. Kind of hurry with the blanket.
Jessica, that's nice, but I think we have to worry about our hungry new friend who hasn't learned. Do you remember what it was like?
You see, she goes,
Vincent, you need to scare them away now, or we're gonna have cleanup to do.
Wrinkle, your go.
I'm going to see if I can distract.
she's still looking at her body now.
Rusty, did you hear
I
that?
guess I'm just going to. I'll let them know.
Okay.
You see, she smells again, and then she kind of looks in the direction that you can see, like the kids that are like kind of running around and heading in your general direction.
I'll step in her way of her line of sight and say, "Hey, Riley."
Okay.
Just to get
You
her
kind of
attention.
she like kind of snaps to and looks. You do for your part notice, I guess, that her body. Well, give me a medicine and perception roll. Difficulty will be 7.
1.
Okay.
Or, yeah, 1.
You think she's a little bit more pale than you'd expect. She hadn't used any blood to, say, heal herself.
Mm-hmm.
So she's definitely down some blood. She looks incredibly hungry.
Yeah. Hey, Riley, we need to get you back to the place.
How many? It gets 2 extra dice.
2 extra dice against frenzies, yeah. Oh, don't worry.
All right.
No worries.
Let's get you home.
With you, like,
get your food.
kind of getting her attention, she just like looks at you, and you can tell she's also kind of focusing.
Mm-hmm.
She's trying to focus on what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, you have somebody that's so distracted, but they really want to hear what you're saying, but they're so distracted that they don't want to hear what you're saying. In a way, like their natural instinct is to fight that, but their will is trying to overcome that.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's happening to her right now.
Mm-hmm.
And she's just like smelling, but then she's like focusing on you. And you see her eyes start to kind of dance a little off, but then go to you.
All right.
All right.
Okay, well, if the car's nearby, I'm going to start leading her towards it.
All right, Vincent, what are you doing?
I'll walk in the direction of the 2 bystanders are coming.
Okay.
And kind of show my
You see the
DCP.
Yeah, you see the female stop and kind of look through, along the side of the trees and on the hillside, kind of in your direction, and she sort of stops the guy, and he kind of looks at her, and it's like, what, babe? And he looks over, kind of in your general direction, and then as you come out, he goes, oh, hello, officer.
Park is closed.
Oh yeah. Sorry. We'll find some place else to go, he says. And
Probably back the other way.
yeah. With that, he kind of turns around and both of them have kind of their eyes like wide, like oh, and they all turn around and you hear them start giggling as they kind of going back and going away from you, like they know they've been caught, but don't necessarily see you as any real threat. And that is that. So, yep, you guys rolling hot tonight. It's good. It's good. Nothing to see here, kids. They'd be like, "What the fuck is that?" All right, so Jessica runs in, grabs a blanket from the trunk, and then comes back, and they're leading very naked Riley over the hillside and heading towards the parking lot. So you guys kind of meet in the middle. Give her a blanket. She kind of nods to you. She's just like looking up at the stars, the sky. She's just looking around. You do see her kind of like lick her lips, and then she's just sort of looking around, almost would be wild-eyed if it weren't for her having really good discipline.
I should probably give me a snack.
Yes, where do we go? We need to.
Well, we have blood at the hotel.
How far away is that out of character? That's.
Oh, it's probably about another, I don't know, 30 minutes or so.
I do
Might find another place closer. Let's find something closer. I have no idea.
I don't know, but
I don't know. I've never seen
think
a
what?
werewolf get turned before.
First time for everything. But I would suggest that whatever we decide to do, that the sight of her next meal might drive her to lose control of herself, and so we would be better off perhaps bringing her to a safe location, where she can't do anybody, including ourselves, any harm, then releasing some stank to her. I don't know, stick it in a cooler and say, go into this very locked, very cement room,
Does that sound all
open
right,
the cooler,
Riley?
and see how it goes.
Just get you something?
I'm so hungry.
Yes, we're gonna go quickly. Come on, let's
Oh,
go.
it hurts.
I was just thinking,
She kind of like rolling her eyes. You can tell. You're guessing she's probably at like maybe. Well, give me a medicine and a perception roll as well.
Jesus.
Anybody wants to kind of look her over if you have it.
One success, even with that stupid one.
Okay. So medicine and perception, if you want to take a look and see kind of what her status is on that.
and what difficulty did you say?
Difficulty would just be 6.
Cool.
You're pretty sure she's at one blood point.
'Cause
Ringo, well,
I gave her
6. You
Six.
gave her
So-
6, and then so she used 5 to do an aggravated wound heal.
Note self, make a list, make a shopping list.
Let's
before
just
we
go. Driver's seat. Well, I don't.
Make a shopping list.
I'm just gonna jump in the driver's seat of
Give us your fattest cow.
Ringo, how top for you? She's already down to you. Then what stops you from, sharing a bit?
I'm at 3.
Oh.
Well, technically I'm at 2 now.
Does anybody feel bad about
Right.
offing some drug dealers
Yeah.
or something?
Why did you just take those pictures?
Yes.
I'm just saying. Why did you take
I'm pretty sure you could hunt them down.
They were joggers. Could we at least go to a bad neighborhood and pick up some drug dealers or something?
Let's just go somewhere quickly. Come on.
We have
In the
blood
car,
bags.
everybody.
We have blood bags at the hotel, don't we?
Not really. We've used those recently.
Like nope.
Our supply.
I may have taken your share.
God damn it!
I didn't, but
That's
Tell me where to drive.
That's
Once everybody's
why,
in the
man.
car, I'm gonna start driving and
Hey,
drive
somebody ate
somewhere.
my lunch.
You said somewhere safe.
All right. Are you guys actually going hunting then? But just in a rough kind of part of town?
I suggest for those with delicate sensibilities that we go somewhere where we might find somebody we are less that we object to less being devoured by the bloodthirsty werewolf monstrosity.
That would be fun.
I ran out of colorful ways to make that sound
I will
polite.
drive to the quickest.
Ward, I'm right here. She says.
She does have
Fine.
ears.
You know, in
They're
your
very
homeless
large, I've
camps.
seen them.
I mean,
You'll be all right, Riley. We'll get you somewhere.
I love you guys. She says as she just like leans back, trying to like forget her stomach
But
pain.
just remember
And
that.
you've all been there. I mean, you 1 blood point. You're like 1 away from torpor, and she's just like you can tell her. She's not used to any of this, so her body has new sensations. Most of it's dull, but not necessarily. The beast is there and extra.
I'll just drive to some seedy part of DC.
Okay.
I'm
As
actually
quickly as I
gonna.
can.
before she eats us.
I'm gonna pay you. while
That's why I
you're-
said, remember you love us.
Yeah. She said it. She said it herself.
I am going to ping Jessica telepathically, and I'm actually going to start pinging everybody over the course of the drive. Same short message, but what I'm going to
You're
communicate.
spending a willpower.
No, I'm not. That's to read their mind.
Oh. Okay.
I can
okay.
just.
I
I
thought
can
you were
just project a thought through
A
the
mental
band.
text message.
Yeah. So Ward pings you a mental text message that says, "Would it be so bad if we all gave her a blood point and she were loosely bloodbound to us and not interested in devouring us?" That's all I say. And I just put it out there to the group, including Rindle.
Possibly, but
No.
I will have to say this: Ringle is in charge of this. Ringle is in charge. Ringle will be teaching, so we'll go by whatever you determine.
Oh yes, the person who hates being a vampire should
Or-
be teaching how to be a vampire. That's
Actually, that is probably a good thing. There'll be more caution there. So,
Vincent would turn around and say no, she needs to learn to hunt anyway.
yes.
Plus I'm down.
same. I just hope you don't mind if they're husks when they're done.
Or
That's a lot of
greasy
hunting.
smears.
That's
All right,
Yeah, once
we're
she
in
gets
some
that
secret
taste.
part of town. Here's a good place. Let's
Yeah.
just park here and
All right. And for
Do we
her
know for a
part,
fact that they don't eat the chunky parts, or are they strictly blood drinkers? Riley, do you feel hungry for
That's a good question.
anything in particular?
I don't know, but I'm just hungry. Just take me to like Burger King or something.
We will
She
call
says-
whoever it
I
is
wish
first.
it were that simple.
Oh,
They're dead
right.
inside there anyway.
I don't know what I'm just hungry. I don't know what. I mean, it's horrifying, but those kids sounded really good. The kids smell. Oh, ow. She goes.
well, go teach.
All right. Well, we need to go find blood somewhere. So.
All right, so you guys park, and it's. I mean, there's people in various parts of the neighborhood. Some walking across the street, and you definitely are. Okay, give me whoever's driving can give me a streetwise and wits roll to try and not draw extra attention, being a bunch
That's
of
just Jessica. She's doing it.
I'm in the one in the driver's
Oh.
seat. Because I said I
Yeah,
would.
you just-
people from not this part of the town.
Yeah, no successes because my one canceled my 7.
So you're just like park. You're more. And it makes sense because your character's like, let's just do this.
Yes.
And yeah, you do park in kind of a rougher part of town, and you're just kind of there. There's like you do find like there's an area where there's like a street light out, but like you see like you could feel people watching you, and you're in retrospect, you're kind of like, yeah, maybe I should have parked like a couple blocks up. We could have walked in, but we're here. And you do see like a person like kind of strolling right by it, and be like, "Fuck you all doing here?" As they come through, and he's like looking at you guys. Has some
I roll
lots
down-
of blue all over him.
I'm going to roll down the window and I'm going to use Dominate and say, leave.
Hey, you all. Okay, make your roll. He's just about to say something, but you're just like, no.
All you cracking need to get out.
I just have to be on the
That's
page.
Oh, you're on the page.
Yeah, it's,
you can find it quicker than I can.
Well, I was considering having to tell Riley to call that 152 if you do look up, but it's intimidate manipulation against their current willpower.
Okay. And intimidate.
Current willpower 4.
I'm gonna bark at him if that's
The way I'm
Woof,
Oh, there we go.
What the?
One success. I'm getting a 1 in every roll.
You're having a rough.
Practically.
Guys, hear me out. We're in a shady neighborhood.
He kind of like looks at you and then kind of turns and continues like sauntering away. He doesn't know what the. You see like a couple people sitting on the porch. See the cinder of a cigarette being lit, and like a couple people just watching him. And then like they look back at you, and then you see another drag on the cigarette, and they're just being quiet.
Well,
There's like we'll say
I'm gonna
3 of
drive
them.
a little further.
Okay, hear me out, Jessica. Hear me out. Okay, you guys like doing this the official way. Why don't we're in the neighborhood? Why don't we ping our dog or one of your cop? Maybe our dog. I think is the guy to go. Ping him and just ask him if there's any flop houses, any drug houses in this neighborhood that he wouldn't mind seeing disappear off the radar for good. And we go and handle it discreetly.
Okay.
I'm sure there's. You know what I mean?
I could think of worse ideas.
All right. I will text our dog and say, quick cue. Any flop houses or drug dens in, and I name the part. I look at a street sign, name the part of the town we're in. That should be cleared out. That we can take care of on the down low.
Maybe tell him we're all
Right.
very hungry.
He goes, "The fuck."
Be hungry.
Then eat, all caps.
He's not helpful.
God damn
And you get a text and address.
Oh, here he goes. I got an address.
Oh, you're the sheriff. You get the, do you have any place where there's a huge bunch of humans that we can just exterminate? Like, oh god, I know this coterie.
Oh, lab.
They must be desperate or something, because they know. Shit. Yes.
Okay.
I would just think it was more of a hedger, but if it did go poorly, you wouldn't be hypothetically as upset.
I drive there.
Exactly.
I drive to the address.
Okay.
I'm trying to find a better place to park. than I
It's
did
probably
before.
5 blocks or so up,
Okay.
and then another block, say to the north. And you know, it's still kind of rough. There's lots of brick houses. You know, half of them no one appears to be living in. And in fact, the address that you have does have some boarding up of windows, but the door itself in one window is broken in, and you can see it's just all dark in there. And then the door itself does appear to not be barricaded. In fact, there's like a little bit of a opening to it.
I will try to find a better place to park.
Is this? Oh man, I'm so hungry. She says,
Here.
I'm gonna get sick. I'm gonna get sick. Okay. I'm not gonna get sick. I'm not gonna get sick. She says, and you,
We're at Burger King.
yeah. Oh, thank God, it's this. Oh, this looks like a crack house. She says.
We can't be choosy right now.
Rather
Right?
than meet our buddy Big Mac.
Later on, yes.
Is that gonna like affect me? Do I have to like avoid the? Fuck it. All right. Can I get out now?
All right.
What about this guy? You see like a guy kind of walking by, and he seems to be kind of an older gentleman.
No.
Has a hat and
Only
and
people in the house right
Yeah,
there.
he's black and has his coat on and looks to be maybe groceries or something in a bag.
Yes,
Shit, that
in
doesn't look like a
house.
hunter, does it?
I could go. She like starts walking towards him.
Hey, Ren, come on.
In
Over
the
here.
house. In the house. Let's go in.
This way.
She does not respond to you.
I'm going to go grab her.
Okay. It's easy because you get to she's just sort of like letting her nose kind of follow her, and it's like someone smelling like a pie. And,
Yeah.
just continue to kind of let it lead them. She's not like absolutely jumping on it just yet, but you're guessing if she got within like arm's reach, it would happen.
Yeah. All right.
Give me a strength and athletics roll.
Okay. Shit.
Just to grab her. Athletics. I'd say brawl, actually. It'd be brawl.
Athletics brawl. All right.
No. Strength and brawl. Strength and brawl, yes.
Strength and brawl.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to spend my 1 blood.
Does that leave you with 0 blood points?
Well, it leaves me at 1 blood. I have 2 blood.
You have 2. Okay.
I'll spend 1 blood
Okay.
to pump up my strength.
She is in human form.
Yeah.
Just to let you know. She's not in Krino's form.
Vincent will see what you're trying to do and knows that you're down. He'll hold you back and he'll reach out and grab for her.
Okay, so you're going to kind of run. And for his part, like, the old man is just kind of walking down the street and then sort of looks at you and sees this, white girl walking towards him. And he kind of he's like, are you okay? He says, he's kind of looking over and he sees you guys running and he's like, whoa, man, what's going on? And Vincent, you can go ahead and make your roll for brawl and strength.
If you try to dominate that guy, do not roll bots.
I'm going to.
You don't have to be a hunter.
Thanks.
How many of these do we want? What?
Let's see. 12, so 11.
And while they're doing that, I'm going to get out of the court towards him, kind of show my badge a little bit. Sir, it's all right. We're handling it, please, for your safety. Come over here.
5. Okay. Yeah, she can't break out of that even if she rolls maximum. She doesn't. So you kind of go over and you're like, whoa, and you're going around and doing that. The old man's going to make an empathy and perception roll. All right. Actually, I'll start using a dice roller in some of these here. Slash roll.
Should I plug it in? Plug it in?
3. Okay. He's like, he kind of looks at you guys with this one success, and he sees this going on, and he's kind of weirded out. He's not sure what to believe. He sees you talking to him, but he's like, that young lady looks like she's
having some difficulties, sir. I cannot comment, but are you
She-
listed here? Can we help you get home? Can I help you?
no, but I think I should.
We're
I,
with the DC police, sir.
Then why?
We're taking care of her.
Well,
Please, sir. don't
where's
have
your
to
where's
shoot
your
me.
where's your badges? He says. And he
I
kind of
show
gets
my-
really
I
nervous,
show my
and he
badge.
backs up.
Yeah, I'm showing my badge.
He kind of looks
Sir.
at it from a distance, and you see him kind of fix his glasses. He's trying to like read. What about all y'all?
Friend, I don't want to say this. She's home now, but bath salt. You don't want to be around. It's best you move on quietly. We're
Well-
trying to keep it under control, but
Well, you
You
ain't
heard
gonna
about
you ain't
Florida,
gonna
right?
put it back in there, is you?
no. We'll
No.
take care of it.
You'll be fine.
Try to stay calm. Let's just go ahead and move on. De-escalate here. We don't want another Florida man situation here.
Give me a give me a subterfuge and manipulation roll. Difficulty 6.
But again, he's an older gentleman.
Well,
He's
just
a little
one.
peckish, but
Huh?
Just one.
Just a 1.
Yay.
Fair enough.
All right. He says, and he kind of. You can make a empathy and all of you can make an empathy and perception roll.
please see if I can.
I thought that the easiest line to tell was the one closest to the truth. Buddy, better go before she eats your face. Bath salts or werewolf.
3.
Sort of how you want to do it.
Only one.
Okay.
Two.
0 for him. Did you do it too?
I'm sorry.
Empathy and perception.
Empathy and perception.
To see how the
Yeah.
old man's taking our conversation. Perception.
Perception. Difficulty 6. 2? Alright, so all of you with 2. With 1, you just can't quite get it because he looks like he's trying to mask what he's doing a little bit. But you. Yes.
Modus is the thing. I got a 10.
It is modus, so you actually have 3. So, with that being said, he has one hand now in his pocket that's kind of away from you guys, and you see the rectangular shape protrude out from his pocket a little bit, and he seems to be handling his phone. And he seems to be kind of keeping it kind of to the side now and sort of just looking at you all. And he looks like he has, he's very definitely thinking about his phone.
Do the twos.
All right.
What do the twos notice on that one?
You see that. The ones don't.
I am
The ones
prepared-
just see like him do whatever, but he's kind of hiding it.
I'm prepared to fry it if I see it leave the pocket. I have to have eye contact, but if I see it leave his pocket, I'm going to watch it, keep an eye on him.
Okay. So he will just kind of walk away, but he's keeping kind of an eye on you guys over his back as he continues to walk away. And that's about it. So he'll walk away. You do indeed see him kind of like go maybe 2 blocks up. As you guys, so this is a little while because he's just not walking terribly fast. He's probably in his maybe early 70s or so. But you definitely see him like reaching into his pocket, and you see him pull out an object. And I'm assuming you're going to be using all specs.
Oh, yeah. I have it on
Yeah.
constant. You can assume that's on constant.
Yeah, that's why I am. So you definitely see him pull out his cell phone.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and just for the sake of safety, I'm going to go ahead and give it a fry from
Okay.
now. So that is difficulty 8.
So you spend the blood.
Yeah.
Right.
Spend the blood. Go roll for that. Speaking of which, now I'm starting to get a little peckish.
You guys are going to have a smorgasbord here real soon, and you're all going to be high. It's going to be the greatest night. You guys are going to be like,
Yeah, man.
Fuck.
Not me. The guy doesn't tell me it doesn't look too high.
And now he doesn't have a functional phone. Probably, unless he botches it, and then we create another hunter.
Or make the phone explode.
Oh, it won't create another hunter, but something fun will happen.
Okay, so 2, 4, 6. It's 5 normally, but +1 if I'm not touching it, so 6.
Okay.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 total, which is the equipment is a total write-off. It's completely unsalvageable.
Yeah. So, and actually, in this case, I'm just gonna say it like he goes around and he looks like he's standing around the corner, and he's kind of like sees like you looking in that general direction, but must think you can't like see him or whatever. He kind of ducks around, and then you see like him kind of shake it. You see him trying to press and open it, and it's just gone. No light of the screen comes on that you can see.
I think it's 6 successes. It needs to be like a Samsung explosion.
Yeah.
Like,
With lithium battery fire.
Exactly.
All right. So that's it. You guys are now looking at this. This other. Well, you are actually looking in a different direction, but they're all looking at this house. All brick layer. There's very little vegetation. There's maybe a little bit of grass on some of the areas, but for the most part, it's bare. And there is this stairwell leading up to the door, which I said before is slightly ajar, ever so slightly.
All right. Well, I'm going to start leading Riley up there.
Okay.
Quick perception alertness. I'm wondering if we can just take a turn and scan the front of the building to see if we notice anybody peeking out. At
Sure.
us. 4.
Okay. So it is a 2-story house. In the top window, it looks like the face of a little girl who seems to be looking out, and her hair in braids. And then she like sees you looking out, and then kind of you see the little bit of the curtain drape back.
I will, under my breath, quietly to the group around me, say, "Go carefully. We've got innocent witnesses upstairs. So at least one kid."
Okay.
Yes, be subtle. I'll let you guys handle this.
Well,
It's me.
we might be doing her a favor, extracting her from the situation, but make sure we extract her and not what's inside of her.
Alright, so then somebody should maybe run up there and grab her and the other kid and toss and try to get them out. Let's snatch and grab before we turn this into a thing. Or at least go see.
Yes, that would be a
Or
good
a,
idea.
Well,
I'm probably going to head in the other direction for a little moment, and then I'll be right back.
the other option is we just conduct this like a traditional police operation, put them under arrest, and haul the suspects away to detainment.
I always forget you guys are cops.
That's an option. But it's the hard way.
yeah. I can also use my animalism to basically cow them. Cow humans.
What was that roll for, Rusty?
That was the perception
Oh,
to see who was looking.
so you both got 4. You saw her. You see this little, black girl in the window, as well. Yeah.
Well, as Ward says that, Vincent looks up and he pretty much states that children are, off limits.
Right. We'd be doing her a favor to get her out of this place, I'm sure.
Right.
So, are we going to go in and flex badges then?
That's up to you guys. I'm not exactly well equipped for that, but I'll run along with it if we want to do it the hard way, or someone's going to have to run interference upstairs.
You take care of that. I will take care of our witness and make sure he forgets everything that happened.
He seemed like your type, so.
A bit older than, but that's okay. I can take a bit of aged wine.
Older the better.
Well, I don't think I'm the right person to go upstairs and talk to children.
Me neither.
No.
I'm not.
As a GM, I support that.
Perhaps our.
I am more gaunt
While
than the
they're
rest of you.
planning, I am going to head towards the direction where the old man went.
Okay.
I kind of.
You can give me
agree
a
that we should-
stamina, so we could just do the hunt for you, Jessica, as a standard, which is the stamina and athletics roll.
Oh,
I agree that we should actually kind of do this as a police operation and just go in
bad
and
idea.
One success. I'm stupid ones.
It's enough to catch up to him, though.
Okay.
I was
and
more-
I'm going to actually use entrancement.
Okay.
To say-
He seems really nervous as he notices you're kind of following and
Yeah.
tries to kind of, run away a little bit. He's
Sure.
like, y'all ain't cops. Y'all ain't fucking cops, he says, even dropping the
And I
F-bomb.
will then do entrancement and
Okay.
say, "Sir, I assure you, everything is going to be fine.
Yeah.
We are the police officers, and you're going to help me with something so that we can finish our operation."
All right.
And let's see if I actually succeed.
See if you entrance first.
Yep. See if my rolls are going to continue to be as crappy as they've been on mine so far.
make another 100. Make another 100.
Holy hell!
Make
4
another 100.
successes.
Okay.
I got 8. Well, I don't know what his willpower is. His current willpower. So.
We'll put it at 6.
Okay, then I got 3 successes.
Okay. All right. So for his part, he seems entranced with what you're saying,
Okay.
and his concerned face, it was kind of raised up
Mhm.
as you're talking, and he's like, "You ain't nobody, I'll fucking know." And then you say that, and then he kind of drops his face, and he's just sort of focused, and you can see kind of glazed over eyes. So we're able to feed you
Okay.
guys.
So
So how many points are you taking from him?
Only 3.
3. Okay.
maybe we just give it a minute to come back and help her.
Afterwards, I'm going to use dominate.
It doesn't take you too well. It takes her a little bit because she only got the 1 success.
We don't look at this. We're a bunch of white guys standing on the curb in a bad neighborhood, in jackets and a nice car behind us. Let's get in there before we get more witnesses.
With a lady who's
questionable
a minute away from going absolutely berserk.
and being 9 feet tall and insane. So, if we're gonna do this the legal way, I suggest Vincent kick down the door, and we enter like cops. They won't know to go for the head.
Mm-hmm.
They don't. We're just men in police uniforms.
Okay,
And the first
thing.
yeah.
Okay.
All
All
right.
right.
Problem with that? We all agree upstairs is off limits until we've secured the downstairs, and once we do, we make sure that we have no innocent bystanders
Yes.
in the crossfire.
Probably staring the lady's arms.
Yeah, I'm gonna be standing by Riley.
So,
And if I need to, I'll
What am I doing? What do you need me to do? What do you need me to do?
You just need to stay by me.
follow him.
Oh, okay. All right. Ooh.
I'll be right behind. I'll get positioned right behind Vincent.
And
Then
we'll just all file in after this.
firearm, unclipped in my holster.
Okay.
Actually, I prefer shoulder holster. I think.
All right.
Could see.
I kind of
So you
hook
guys
my arm
going
in
up?
hers, and just to keep her close.
She seems pretty fascinated, kind of watching what's going on, and trying to focus on what's going on, as opposed to anything to keep her mind away from the hunger on her own accord. So Vincent, I'm not even gonna have you roll because the door is already slightly ajar, so you're able to just basically boot that thing open and proceed in if you wish. But it is your call to decide what you wish to do.
Oh, I'll announce DCBD, and then I will proceed to kick the door and make my way in. I will draw my gun, though.
Give me a perception and a leadership roll. I'm sorry, charisma and leadership. What am I doing? Charisma and leadership roll.
I really wanted Vincent to knock the door off its hinges.
Well, it's already open. I mean, you could still
I
do
wanted
that.
like 8 or 9 successes on it so that it just boof.
He could decide if he wants
Do
to
Judge
splinter it.
Dredd style.
Then we could have punctured holes in everybody inside too.
Did you guys ever see
And you have training in leadership or no?
I do. I
You
have
do.
2 knots in leadership.
There you go. All right. So with the 2 successes, you hear oh shit coming from inside, and you hear some more talking from a different part of the house, and you hear cops. And the fuck. So you kick in the door, and it looks like there's an entryway where you go, and then immediately off to your right is is what appears to be a living room area. And immediately you could smell a lot of smoke, a lot of different kinds of smoke in this area. It definitely reeks of that and body odor, maybe even a little urine. You're pretty sure. And for Ward, it's absolutely disgusting since you have your Auspex active, and it does hit you. It is definitely a whole bunch of stuff, including blood, and there's a little bit of fecal matter maybe upstairs. You're pretty sure there's like used needles. There's a lot of just all kinds of shit that's here. So I'd like you to give me a willpower roll at current willpower.
Can I ask more in this situation since it's not a sudden thing?
It is a sudden thing. As soon as he opens it up and you guys enter, boom.
Well, yeah.
It's like you're hitting a wave.
Wouldn't I smell it though? As soon as he opens it up, wouldn't I start to catch it? I mean, I have twice the distance normally. So
no, I know, but that's what
first
I'm
wish,
like.
though.
Sure, that's what I'm saying. Like, just do it. Roll your willpower.
Okay. I'm just.
What were you gonna try and do?
Nothing. I feel like I'm gonna when I know that something's coming. If I'm prepared for it, like we open the door and I catch the first scent from
if
outside.
if you deactivate your.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. So my assumption is that if I have
if you had, that would have been like he's gonna do it and you're like, hold on, let me deactivate it. You did not do that. It caught you. It's more of it caught you. What did you roll?
A bunch of successes. What difficulty?
It's just difficulty 6.
Yeah, tons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
It's non-issue.
Moving on.
Yep.
That smells.
But I do want to note, I mean, you are, since you always have Auspex on, it would be a time when that would trip.
Right.
But it didn't matter.
And my only
we can talk about it later.
About that was if I know that something is coming that I can expect to be overwhelming, like I know we're about to turn the lights on and I have advance notice, I'm gonna deactivate.
No, you need to declare it.
Well, I can't in the middle of your narration. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. Like I'm saying, you guys told Vincent to kick it open, and then I said Vincent's going to kick it open. What do you do, Vincent? So that would have been like, hold on, I'm gonna.
Right, Vincent kicks it open, and then I don't just charge in if I smell, shit and pee and all that other stuff from standing outside with the door open.
No, you're so involved in what's going on. So you're much more concerned about Riley turning into a giant werewolf, raging abomination beast that's going to devour the world. So you guys do enter, and it doesn't matter because you're fine. And on the couch, you see it looks to be a white guy that kind of slowly looks up at you guys from the couch. His hand is laying down on the floor, and it looks to be a needle sticking out of his arm. And he kind of looks at you guys like wide-eyed and sort of looks almost around you guys. So it's like kind of goes on you and then looks around. And then next to him, you see looks to be a Hispanic female that's also sitting up, and she's, for her part, also kind of in the same dazed state. Seems somewhat surprised, like she might have just been sleeping and like her eyes shot open, but now she just can't focus. And she has like a rubber cinch around the upper part of her arm that's still there, but no needle that you see. But you see a whole series of track marks on her arm.
Is it a black lady?
Hispanic, and then the guy's just a white guy. He looks probably to be in his 30s or so. Looks really gaunt, very thin. She's kind of in a similar state. She just has the darker skin and dark, long hair. That doesn't seem to be terribly healthy in either case. And that is what you see in this room. Now, so it does continue to go straight in the hallway, and then in the living room, it looks like there's like a kitchen area. and all of you can give me perception and alertness rolls. Difficulty will be 6, except for Ward, who still had. Or did you want to say you
No,
want to deactivate it now?
If I'm able to
2.
I'm worried about the sounds though. I'm gonna focus just on visual at this point because I really don't want to smell that stuff. I don't have to breathe though. I'm not gonna breathe. But I will focus just on visual because I'm worried about gunshots.
Okay, so this would be the case, and you do have a 4 difficulty for you. 4.
Yeah.
Okay. You see a shadow duck from the kitchen area that looks like it's going behind basically a wall.
I also got a 4.
Okay, what was that?
I also got a 4.
Yeah, you see the same thing. You see this kind of shadow of a person dart from what appears to be the kitchen area across towards like the center of the house, if you will, behind a wall. And then with anybody, so how many successes did everybody get around? So 2 4s, you got a 2. How about you, Jessica?
I'm not there yet.
Oh, you're not. That's right.
I need to dominate and then come.
Yeah, it's going to be a while, and you only rolled the 1 success, so that was like you kind of chasing him in a way, like kind of like following him and gaining on him, and then doing this kind of cat and mouse. So it's going to be a while for you.
Yeah, I know.
All right. So and then you got 4. You said, Vincent. Okay. So with the 4s, you guys do get the sound of a that's coming from upstairs.
All right.
And then another sound of a
So I'm going to yell out, shotgun upstairs. I'm
Okay.
assuming that. I understand.
Yeah.
No, I heard
Yeah, yeah.
sound.
Do you have any dots and firearms?
I do one.
Okay, there you go.
Should have
That's
seen a
fine.
movie or two.
It's a
Yeah,
movie.
we've
Yeah,
all
that's
seen
that's
that
a,
movies.
people know even with a 1. That's fine.
Some idiot is in there discharging shells because he's cocking it like a moron.
But, upstairs.
Exactly.
Then we hear a thunk as one hits the ground. It's like, oh shit! I didn't know it was like it.
Yeah,
God
exactly.
damn it.
It
Damn it,
probably
Billy, you're
could.
not supposed to do that.
It's already loaded, you fucking moron. All right, so yeah, that's what you guys see then, and so why don't we take this to initiative then?
Alrighty.
Can I say something before we roll the initiative?
Yes.
I will look to Steve and Ringill and point upstairs, watch for the children, and pretty much have you guys go that direction if you don't mind.
Mm-hmm.
I'll head upstairs.
Nice.
Do we want her to go first?
No. Yeah, not yet.
No.
So I can take upstairs.
Yeah.
Oh, those bite-sized snacks.
Let me handle upstairs, and you maybe have your snack on a sleepy dude with a needle.
Mm-hmm.
If anything, she gets sleepy.
Yeah.
Not a bad idea, actually.
So that's we're gonna quick communicate out. That sounds good. I'll take upstairs.
All right.
You snack. Oh, she snacks. Whatever.
He needs to snack too.
Both of you. Both snack.
Yeah, I'm on empty as well.
All right.
So at that, I guess I'm going to also declare for celerity on this action.
15 for my.
Alright, so let's see here. Hands came in.
that's all you guys see for now. So we'll get your.
Where's our front door?
This is the front door,
Yep,
so we're
stairs.
just stepping in.
Okay.
Stairs coming in. This, I guess, is the den where those.
Where's the stairs upstairs?
You don't know.
Oh, I thought you said it was right in front of us down the hallway.
No, it was the kitchen. So this is the living room, kitchen. Yeah.
Okay.
And then there was just a door off of the.
And in the living room, there was a couch with 2 junkies on it, right?
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. So. That was Ringville and Vincent.
I should paint this miniature.
Vincent.
Looks like Lurch.
And then, were you the one with the silenced pistol?
I believe
that was
yeah.
you. Okay, and then we have.
Oh my god. Get quietest level 1, which actually does what it says, makes things quiet, right? Which then you stick a silencer on the end of your gun, and you can run around shooting, and people will think that it actually works like in the movies. I mean, you don't have to have the silent. At that point, quietest is going to make it silent no matter what. But still, point being, people will be like, that guy's got a silencer. No wonder I can't hear that gun. Totally makes sense.
I'd like to check that out. Quite as did make very utilitarian stuff.
So, you, Ringhill and Riley are outside, I assume, kind of like something like this. Or hear anything like that. And you guys go ahead and put yourselves in.
Vincent's going through the door. Boosh.
He barks just like that.
Get down on the floor.
Hey, Aaron.
Yeah.
I mean, are you sure you want to do it on the grid? I think we could probably lay one of the computers down and download a map for 45 minutes or something.
Are you sure? That sounds like a good way. Who has anybody do?
Alright.
Like
And then with the four successes, the 4 successes, you guys can kind of hear the heartbeat of the guy just absolutely beating out of his chest. And he appears to be kind of back up against that wall.
I think, oh shit, man, I'm
right.
gonna kill me.
So, a new initiative here.
One die.
1 die.
And then add wits and add dexterity.
And your celerity.
That's not bad.
Do you have a third die?
Wow.
No, that was temporary from when I had some tasty.
All right. Did anyone beat 11?
I think that's fine.
I did.
Yes.
Okay. And did anyone beat a 13?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Do you want me to go ahead and roll my,
Yeah.
just in case for when I get there?
When you get there, yeah. And for your part, I mean, like I said, it's not going to be like super prolonged for you. So I think after,
I'm 15.
we'll say after 5 rounds, you're going
Okay,
to come
I'm
in.
at 15.
So,
Because I have to
Did I
make
hear
up
that
my
you
mind on
spent
too.
for celerity?
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Well, you can do that as a part of
No,
this,
no, no,
this
we-
the, like the
He's talking
when
about-
you're action,
no,
you
he's
do it.
talking about
Okay,
spend
perfect.
blood.
Oh.
All right. So who's
not having it?
So,
all right?
for celerity,
Who has the highest?
No, he's not
I have
spending for celerity.
15.
Did anyone beat a 15?
Well, oh, wait, actually I have a 16 because I didn't count my celerity.
Okay. So Jessica's first.
Okay.
Who's next? Hold on. You don't do anything.
That's right.
Ringil.
15.
All right. Did anyone else beat a 13?
I have exactly 13 with a 7. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, you had a 14?
16.
Oh, you had a 16?
Yes.
All right. Between you two, who has a higher?
Yours would be higher. Trust me.
Okay.
I rolled
So
really
then
well
you
on the
actually
die.
go top of the round then. All right. So Steve, Jessica, Ringill, and then
13 with a 7 rating.
with a 7 rating, you win,
Okay.
Lord. And then tweakers. Vincent, what did you get?
I got a 10.
You got a
Unfortunately.
10? All right.
Slow for you.
I know. I know.
So I guess
Nice.
all the tweakers will just go, and then we'll have Vincent. All right.
Vincent stands around like he's never seen a tweaker.
All right. So Steven. Method tweaker.
He's
All right.
used to busting the heads of alcoholics.
Shit. This is new. All right. So Vincent, you're going to declare your actions. What are you doing?
It's the declare action. So you're first, you'll just attack. But
Yeah.
the slow people.
You get to see what everybody's going to do.
He has his gun drawn. He's gonna point to the nearest person on the two people on the couch. Tell him to get on the ground. But he's also gonna yell to the guy who dodged behind the wall or whatever, the dark figure.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So mostly you're going to be role playing, or you're going to be attempting.
It's gonna be role playing. Yeah. Sorry. I guess I should have said that.
Okay. All right. Tweakers. So the one behind the wall is going to peek around and try and shoot somebody. And then the other two are just going to lay there in a drugged stupor. Ward.
Changes things because now I know that he's going to shoot. And as of right now, can I see him, or is he completely kind of behind?
All you do is you can hear his heartbeat at a very. I mean, it's beating so much.
I know there's
you
a
can
person
hear.
there.
Yes.
Okay.
And you saw him.
And I can see
Dip.
the motion like he's about to lean out and shoot, but I don't have a shot at him yet.
Yeah.
The perils of going first before him. Oh, crap. I think I'm going to move in through the opening here.
Okay. So you're
And,
going to do a move action? Are you going to do any kind of split?
I'm going to do a split move and shoot,
Okay.
assuming I see a target worth shooting.
Okay.
I'm expecting to see somebody worth shooting, but we'll see.
Ringo.
Okay, I'll see him outside. Well, I think I kind of need to wait till the others move, but once they do, I will lead Riley in the living room, and we will see about setting ourselves on the junkies.
Okay. So move.
Mm-hmm.
Move and maybe feed. Okay. Jessica.
I am going to use Forgetful Mind on my quarry and also just kind of roleplay to say what I'm going to say to him.
Okay. Steve, it is actually your turn. You see what everybody's going to be doing, but you are top of the round, so you may act.
Okay, so I'm gonna clear for celerity.
Okay.
And blood.
So you're spending for a blood and activating 1 point of celerity. All right.
Alright. So I'm going to follow Vincent's instructions, which I believe were to look for the stairs upstairs and take this left turn here.
Okay.
Full move for this turn until I have more information.
All right. Go ahead and move yourself then. So you can move yourself to there, and I will draw
12. Oh, sure. It's 12 plus your dexterity.
6, so I can roll a lot.
All right. So it looks like there is.
Very cool.
Oh, we will.
You'd be able to move 18.
All right, so there's stairs up, and then on this direction, it looks like there's like a little like cubby
Yeah, it's
in
right.
here, but it's all open, so it's like ajar.
Thank you.
And then down this way, It looks
don't
like
mind toe
there
jam.
is sort of like a living room area, if you will, or
My
whatever.
boyfriend used to like play with my little fingers with his fingers.
Jeez.
And then this one looks like this is actually a door here, and then that one's closed. So. That is what you see.
Alright, so continuing upstairs.
Okay, you're gonna go upstairs.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Okay.
Let's see from here. Is this the second floor now?
Yep.
That's a nice place. We should buy and flip
I
it.
know, should we flip this?
We're about to make it a lot cheaper of a purchase by maybe kicking
Yes,
down the
but if this was an up and coming neighborhood, maybe, but I don't think we're going to be able to
Flip the crack house.
Well, it's up and coming once you've knocked down most of the other houses and flip them.
I
Just have to do
mean,
enough property damage.
the copper alone in here has to do it.
No, that if it were worth something, it would have already been stripped out.
I'm like a true tweaker.
Yeah.
I assumed, out of character, our dog was going to send us to a place that sold more than they used. I was really looking to kill the drug dealers, not a bunch of tweakers. I'm assuming there are still some dealers here.
Look, we really don't have much room to complain. We need to get Riley fed. And if we don't,
I think we're all pretty hungry at this point.
oh no, I'm feeling great.
I'm down to that threshold where I am right at. If I spend one more, then I'm going to be hungry and have to worry about getting grumpy.
Hey, I would be in a bad spot. Well, not a bad spot.
Okay.
I'm just lucky it was an older gentleman that came along, just my type.
One of these days, we're taking Aaron's game to a nursing home because Jessica's going to be really hungry and we're going to be like, I'm not spending.
And then it looks like
Let's go to Denny's at 6
stairs.
I can't help the Venture's
So
weakness.
this is. So where am I? If I'm on the second floor now.
So now you're here, and then you can continue your movement.
Right, so then. 15.
Okay.
Do I see anybody?
Oh yeah. You can actually.
Is he ready to shoot?
It looks like someone's coming out of this room, and they have a pistol that's a little 38. They're looking at the bullets in there. They have a makeshift ballistic vest on.
Wow.
And he has a lot of blue.
Tweakers.
He has a lot of blue. So that's what you see so far. He doesn't even like notice you. He's like has his head down. He has his head down, and he looks like he's just gonna move. So you know what his action is because you still have, he's not paying attention to you. You have the drop on him completely.
Okay, then I'm going to finish my move. Which,
Keep in mind if you want to do an action.
well, I'm past the point. Though.
Oh, the half?
I have to do it on my celerity.
Yeah, you can. So it is your round, so you can actually like decide what you want to do for if you win initiative, that's like the big advantage to it. So anyway,
I'll finish.
He's past the halfway point.
he's on his move. Oh, okay, there
On
you
my
go.
first move.
Yep,
so
yep,
then
yep.
my action will be.
So then you finish. Okay.
So 18. So that puts me just shy of dude.
You do have a gun, right?
Yeah, because they try to shoot him for a change. Oh yeah.
I've never tried.
Oh my god, you're the best shot in the group. You've got the highest dexterity combined with firearms, I think. I'm not sure.
I have
what's the
one
next
firearm.
Okay.
Vincent might have some firearms, but I
Right,
think
That's what you do?
Okay, so that's why.
You have one celerity. We don't do that yet. All right, ring Jessica.
Okay, I'm going to use Forgetful Night, and what I'm going to say is you had a lovely walk home, and you saw nothing unusual, and you dropped your phone on the way when you got into your door.
Don't botch this. Don't double or triple botch it.
Do you have to say that before I roll?
Yeah. Of course.
Every time a mental.
Yeah, I mean that's how it goes. Oh, God.
No.
2 successes.
There you go.
Sweet.
You're
Another one. Just I got a little pile of ones over here. 2 successes.
All right, so what am I looking at?
So, may remove but not alter memory permanently. So he doesn't really. So basically, then I just end up removing his memory of us and me,
In that engagement.
rather but I can't actually make him remember anything else. So that
Okay,
part
he just doesn't
goes-
remember what happened.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I
I'm
mean,
gone.
he looks at you,
Yeah.
you know, with this kind of concerned face, and he seems really weak. You just took, you know, 3 blood points from
Hopefully
a
he'll
70-year-old man
Hopefully he has to
who
make
was
a
just trying to look
recent-
out for the little white girl that was clearly, you know, something was wrong.
I know, but
Yeah.
Pleasant stroll.
You know
Just
what?
wanna say, he's getting out, you know, he's excited because he could go to the store. Anyway, okay, sorry.
He's got the surgery.
you're trying to play on my humanity, but my empathy isn't very good.
Oh, okay, never mind. You're like, fuck that guy. All right,
So that's it. That's what I do.
all right, so that's your round. Then Ringo, you just have move selected as your action.
Yep.
And for her part, she'll follow you. So whatever
I'll
you do.
drag her in here,
Uh-huh.
and I will.
They would have a lot of drugs in their system.
Mhm.
These ones would.
Yeah. All right, so I will tell her, take one from those, but not very much, not too much. Drink.
Okay. She used your move to her move with you, so
And-
she's gonna have your actions
Yeah.
essentially.
And as kind of.
She can't do anything. That's what I'm trying to
Yeah,
say.
yeah.
So next round she'll be able to feed
Mhm.
unless somebody says something. All right. So that's your move, Ward. You have a move and shoot. He puts a gun to the side of the side of shoots him through the wall.
So I get 7. So I get to here.
Yep. So you
And I can
see
see what's going on.
you see the guy, yeah, and he's sitting there, and for his part, he's looking at Ringill's back, like he's like peeking around and getting ready to shoot. He looks like he has probably a 45 pistol, and he's all dressed in all kinds of blue. Black guy, probably looks to be in early 20s.
Okay. Then I will go ahead and do.
I always say age because we have someone who can feed off of. As a specific kind of person, an elderly person that they can only feed off.
That's
So I
actually
always
elderly, older. I'm talking like 50s.
50s and above. Yeah, that's fine. That's why I usually tell about what they are.
It's been a while since I shot somebody. So I'm looking at 2 successes.
Okay,
And
so plus 1 damage.
Yep. And 6.
And I am a human. Does not have any kind of armor. No soak.
Boom! Heavy revolver goes
I
off.
get stamina.
Not even stamina for a human. It's lethal.
5 lethal damage.
Oh my god! Yeah, you shoot the dude in the chest. Actually, in the back. And kind of lurches forward and spells out as he leans forward, but can't do anything. Oh, actually, it is his turn. So with that, he did declare that he's going to be shooting. So he will do so. He is going to turn actually and shoot at you, Ward, because that's all he can do. He's at -5, which puts him at a -2 dice pool. So next,
Okay, getting ready to do the Superman thing. Come on, I can do this.
yeah.
I get stranded a couple of times, just apropos of nothing. I out of nowhere. I got shot at like 3 or 4 times in a row by a gangster and completely just soaked every point of damage.
So he hits you with 2. So he will do the damage of 5. Go ahead and soak, but it is bashing because he does not know to shoot you in the head. He did not decide to do so. He gets 3.
So I'll take the 1 point of bashing then. So
Okay.
2, take 1.
So 1 bashing. As he shoots you, he's like, "Fuck you, pig."
Oh, you know what? I gotta roll my. Sorry. You know what? I'm not wearing my armor at all. That's fine.
Okay.
I would tell you if I were, because that's too bulky to be wearing around just normally.
Just normally.
Yeah, we'll assume I'm not wearing it most weeks.
Okay, and then the one in the hallway, he does move, but he gets like right up to you because he had moved. So go ahead and move him like right next to you, and then he looks up and sees that you're there, and almost like falls down. And you see him kind of fumbling with his gun. Yeah.
But I can't act with that.
Nope, that's in your Slayer. That's just what he does because all he had selected was move action, which you knew, right? Because I told you all he was doing was moving. All right, and then the tweaker's just kind of like looking up at you too, and they're kind of like you see him kind of put up their hands, and for his part, the white guy has the needle that's literally just dangling there, and the woman kind of looks at him and then does the same thing. All right, Vincent.
Like I said, he's pointing the gun at you, get on the ground, and then he yells back over his shoulder to the guy that was hiding, "This will not work out well for you. Come out."
All right. Give me a leadership and manipulation roll, please. Well, you're not lying. Give me a leadership and charisma. You could choose, or charisma or manipulation and leadership.
It's gonna be the same roll, so.
Okay, just do charisma then. Trying to get him to get down on the ground. You surrender, kind of thing. 2 successes.
2.
Yeah, I mean that's good enough for the meth head tweakers and the heroin addicts. So they're gonna, the 2 people on heroin. You see them like kind of slide off the couch onto their knees, and then it looks like they're kind of slowly taking the position of spread fully out, which looks like they've had this maybe happen before in some form. They seem to know right how you guys would want them to get ready for arrest. The guy in the back, though, that just got shot by Ward, is not interested in surrender. All right.
I told him it worked out well for him. So.
Yeah, well, it won't be. All right, and then we have a celerity action. So you may take your celerity action. The guy is right in front of you, looks up.
fuck!
Yeah, he does have 2 soak if you don't do a called shot. If you do a called shot, +2 difficulty, but you can ignore the armor. So it's kind of up to you.
My impression right now is he's fumbling.
Yeah.
So it'll be very easily. I think I'll just reach down and grapple, take his weapon, and tell him to stay out.
Oh, okay. So if you're going to do that, you would do are you doing a grab? Are you doing a clinch? There are 2 different rolls.
2 different rolls?
Yes. Well, they're different things, right? So for a clinch, he can still act. If you're going to disarm, disarming is a separate thing.
Oh, well, how do we find out the disarming roll?
So that would be under combat maneuvers. Are you looking that up? Right now, John?
I was gonna say because I figured he would probably
It's a disarm.
want to know. Yeah,
unless you want to grapple
I
him.
believe,
it's right above.
I believe it's Dex.
Brawl.
Dex melee.
Yeah.
No, because you're going
Dex
for a weapon,
melee.
Dex melee.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so to
Okay.
strike an opponent's weapon, you must make an attack roll at +1 difficulty, so it's a 7 instead of a 6. But if you succeed, you roll your damage, and if your successes exceed the opponent's strength rating, then they don't take any damage, but they're disarmed. So
3 strength rating. But let's see if you hit first with your melee.
Yeah.
Do you have any dots in melee?
Melee. I heard Dex brawl.
No, Dex melee.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
It used to be Dex Brawl. It's
the
been
same.
changed.
Okay.
1.
Okay, now do damage.
-1, so 1.
Oh.
Success.
You still hit, but now you're going to do the damage of, I guess, your just attack. So you're going to do roll strength.
So you roll your normal damage, whatever. I guess you were using unarmed, so that's just strength.
Strength.
Mhm.
Yep.
One, two, three.
Got it. You do disarm him. So you just go through and knock the gun out of his hand, and he just looks up at you completely surprised at this point. So, yeah. So that's all you're doing.
Okay.
So next round, Vincent, your declared action.
I will proceed to. So where is Riley at this point with Greengill, right?
She's right next to Ringill, right in front of the tweaker. Well, they're not tweakers technically because they're not meth. They're doing heroin. They're heroin addicts.
Junkies.
Yeah, they're junkies. Thanks.
So
Gotta get my
technical.
technical.
I don't
Streetwise right there.
Yeah. What are you doing?
I will point to the two junkies. And look at Ringo. Don't kill them. She can have these two, and I'll proceed upstairs.
Okay, so you guys, I've tried to drop some hints. Why don't you guys give me some intelligence checks?
Straight intelligence?
Yes,
Everybody or just the two?
just the two that seem to care. That are
One.
that are interacting in this certain circumstance. If you feed on someone that's completely high, what do you think is going to happen?
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah,
I forgot.
So, I mean, if you want her high on heroin, you may. I don't know that you necessarily want to feed on these two.
Yeah, probably not.
That's up to you.
Yeah. All right.
It is blood. You do have a guy that's right there that you'd be like, feed.
Yeah, we should've went
And
to
she
the
goes
nursing
and
home, somebody
takes
like
him out.
that.
Well, I don't think our dog would have been like sending you the address of a freaking nursing home. That'd be a little low for him.
Yeah, we're like Sunnyvale retirement
He's like,
community.
exactly. Like, fuck those
We
guys.
just go door to door like Better Call Saul style and just go door to door.
Shit.
To door.
Man, y'all fucking low.
But heroin is a calming drug compared to say
Yeah,
meth.
it's
I
like
mean,
We don't want to take a chance.
Yeah,
I'm not there, so I
yeah.
cannot render an opinion.
I agree.
I'm just saying, you guys are all for it, but I want to make it very clear that you understand what that means.
Yes. Yes.
And some vampires just do that, specifically for that kind of effect. So, I don't know. You guys just want to fuck around and find out.
Do we really want our first night to be high?
She'd be like, look, I can partially transform. Poof. Look, I can have big feet, everybody. Oh my god, this was the biggest mistake ever.
Wow, look at my claws.
Does it hurt you?
I wonder if I should paint him.
What if I could just transform my mouth?
I wonder how much with a medical or an occult, how much would I know about the use of drugs on vampires?
Oh, you can roll for it.
Do you have a preference, or it's the same roll for me either way. So
No. Okay. Just roll. You're probably intelligence.
5.
Yeah, you know everything.
I will go ahead and just to keep the story coherent, I will call out, not the junkies unless you want her hallucinating all night. There you go.
Okay. Point taken.
I was like, all right, we're gonna go there.
One in the kitchen.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
There are plenty of other targets in this house, but I did want to start at that.
On the other hand, it does say that heroin's going to give me a dreamlike state for 12 minus stamina. That's 8 hours. That could be 8 hours of feeling real good. Ward might be down for that.
Ward might be down for that. Keep them alive. Let's take them in the car.
Guys, I know the secrets of the universe
This is
finally.
great.
This is great.
I can now spend years.
It's in the blood all the time.
I wonder what happens if you drink the blood of somebody who's on mushrooms.
Probably not. Well, yeah, they're full psychedelics. So.
Yeah.
All right.
Hallucinogens,
Yep.
It's got a whole thing.
It does. It goes into it. You may want to take a look for future reference. But yes, you narrowly avoided a very interesting engagement.
I just saw the word. It's effectively a level 2 dementation. So
Oh my god, that's terrifying.
Yeah. So let's
That's minus dice and all kinds of shit.
Huh, interesting.
On the other hand, if we get coked out, that's like we get points in celerity if we do coke.
Yeah.
Super fast. Oh my god. All right. So yeah, but you do see the two here. The guy is in the back. Did just you hear a little pop towards Ward. So anyway, back to declarations. So Vincent, what are you doing?
Well, I'm sure I made my intelligence check. I got rolled a 6 and a 9. So
Yep. So you know it's probably a bad idea for her to feed on it unless you want her in a drugged state for hours.
no. So in which case, what he will still
You
say.
you don't have to say that. Is what I'm saying. You can
Right.
renix it and pretend you didn't say that at all. So because you're declaring your action.
He's gonna point to those two and say, "Not these two," and then go upstairs.
Okay. So you're just moving.
Yeah.
Okay. So one's gonna attempt to shoot Ward again, and then the other one is going to attempt to pick up his gun and split his action and shoot you.
He's reaching for his gun again?
Yeah, he's going down and getting his gun. He doesn't.
He's going down fighting me.
Yeah, he doesn't give a fuck about that. So both will shoot, and then move.
Next time, Steven's
Ward, what is your declaration there?
I'm actually gonna do another move and shoot, but I'm just gonna. This will be where I make you laugh and just turn my back on the guy and walk away.
All right. Well, that's true. I mean, he isn't shooting for your head. He's like, why don't you just fucking die? All right. Ringill.
All right. Well, I guess I will turn around, and I'm going to go to this guy, and I will use animalism, subsume the spirit on him to basically settle him down.
Okay. So subsume.
Yeah, and
You can technically see him from there, so
Yeah.
you should be able to just do it from where you are. So subsume. Okay.
Yeah. And,
Jessica, what are you doing? Are you splitting your action? Because you said and. Are you doing anything
no,
else, or you're
and
just going to do that?
And when I do that, I'll tell Riley to go feed off.
She'll go feed. Okay. She'll do that as a part of hers. Okay. Jessica.
Well, I was meant I would just be getting in the car driving out, but I don't know what's going on there, so I am going to be walking towards where they are.
Back to where they were?
Yep.
Okay.
That's where
So
I'm
you
going.
are on a
Sounds good.
4-round counter.
4-round counter. Okay. Full
You
moves.
heard
Okay.
She probably heard 2 gunshots, right? One from the guy, or-
You know what? Do you have Auspex activated?
No, and I doubt I would hear the 38.
It's
I got a
inside.
revolver.
Well, it is
It's inside, and she was stalking him for a number of places. So what I will allow, however, is give me a perception and alertness. You can't botch this. It is difficulty 9.
Oh, I actually might have heard one.
You
Success.
think you hear some gunfire
Oh, balls.
in the distance, in the general direction that you remember the coterie
Yes. Oh, I don't even have to guess on that.
going.
So,
why'd
actually,
they do
Looks like they
in
didn't
which
surrender.
case, as I'm moving, I am going to be spending blood to pump up some of my physical stats, is what I'm going to be doing during my 4 rounds.
All right, just tell me how much blood and what stats.
Okay, I'll do that my turn.
Okay, when we get there. And then Steve, you may actually go. But you disarm him. He looks back up at you, looks back down at the gun, and you know he's gonna reach. He's like mid-reaching for the gun to go and try and shoot you.
Just gonna say don't do it and give him a big old kick.
in the
Okay.
balls.
Yeah.
Okay, you're kicking him in the manberries.
Knee him right in the face because I assume his face is right there. So just grab
Okay.
it.
Yeah. All right. So I'll give that a +1 damage as a knee, since he is kind of going to be reaching down. So yeah, you can give me a brawl and dexterity roll, and the difficulty will be 6.
A lot of ones, buddy.
Did you botch?
No.
Okay. So you rolled at least 1 success.
No.
Oh my god, that is a lot of ones.
It's a failed roll.
Okay. All right. So, and no spending for celerity, I assume?
Nope. I didn't do it.
So that's it. Jessica.
Okay.
You're round 1.
I am spending 3 blood points, and I'm going to put extra temporary 1 in each of my physicals.
Ringill.
All right.
Subsume the spirit.
Yes. Okay.
Read that out loud for me, just so that we make
Um,
sure we understand what's happening with that. There's books here.
I should look at it. Sorry.
Page 131.
131. Subsume or lock on the bridge. Player rolls manipulation animal can. Difficulty 8. As the character looks into the animal's eyes, number of successful character level. None of this comes for the animal. Oh, it's not substitute. This is called the beast. Sorry.
Okay.
I made it wrong.
All right.
Okay. Player rolls manipulation, intimidation, if forcing down the beast through fear, or manipulation, empathy, soothing into complacency.
Which way are you going?
Difficulty is 7. This is an extended action requiring as many total successes as the target has willpower. Failure indicates the player must start rolling from the beginning, while the watch indicates the vampire may not affect the subject of the release. Okay. Mo's beast encounter soothed. She can no longer use or regain willpower. She ceases all struggles with her whether mental or physical. Doesn't even defend herself if assaulted, though the storytelling willpower roll.
Alright, so it is an accumulated success is equal to what again?
Their willpower.
Their willpower? Okay.
Okay, and manipulation, intimidation.
Okay.
Manipulation, empathy.
Oh, yeah.
You want to go with complacency, right?
Yeah, empathy. Same roll either way. Two.
2.
Yeah.
Alright, so he's not yet completely cowed because he needs, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He definitely seems to be kind of, looking over his shoulder or whatnot, but you see him kind of refocus on Ward. And looks like he's going to try and shoot him. But Ward, it is your go.
Ward just casually turns his back and fucks off.
Okay.
And is this a closed door, or was this door open?
That's a closed door, yeah.
Okay, I will go ahead and open the door.
Okay.
And step in, or well, I guess I'm not stepping into the room first. I want to open the door.
Open the door and I will
See
tell you what's going on.
I'll just indiscriminately start.
So it's a large kind of living room area. Looks like there's a dining room with all beer bottles and ashtrays and everything. You see like a big table over here with a bunch of cash and looks like some weapons. And guys kind of turning around. And one of them looks like they have a rifle. And this one has rifle, shotgun, and then this one has a pistol. And they're kind of like getting ready, so they're not aware of you. And then we have a couple of crates. Okay.
Okay. Upon opening the door and seeing this, do I have room with whatever's going on in this hallway general area to step to the side and shoot from cover?
Yeah.
Okay. I will immediately take up a cover position. Fire once and then take up a cover position. You get the idea.
Yeah. If you have the movement left, which you do.
Yeah, I moved too, so I'm just like, oh shit. Second thoughts. Let's shoot and not get shot a ton. I think shotgun is the guy to go for first.
Okay.
So shotgun is the closest as well?
Yep.
Okay. I don't always remember what point blank range is, but 1, 2, 3.
Point blank
4.
is usually you have to be 1 square away from them.
It's like that's like 1 or 2 of them. It's definitely not 4. So
Yeah, you can have 1 in between you is what I mean. So you could be basically 2 away is where you have to be for the point blank.
That's what I was thinking. Okay. Yep. So just a standard. Oh, that's even 1 dice. Okay. Wish me luck. Damn.
No.
Well, not a botch, but not a success.
Not a success. Ha! You shoot, and you see the guy kind of looks up at you, and they all get like really nasty look. They're all wearing mostly blue sashes on their head. You see 2 African Americans and what appears to be kind of a thin white guy that also has it. And he's the one with the pistol. And then the tweakers on the side, you're not sure. They're laying down kind of back to you. And then you don't see the guy in the other corner actually. So that is what you see. They are not going to act this round against you. So actually I did not move her. So she is going to go, she's going to go here and attack the clinch. And she is super hungry, so she's actually going to risk it. She's going to do the clench and a split action for brawl and dexterity. she has to have that. And she's going to do 2 and 2. We'll see if this works. She's going to try and clinch and bite to drain. So the clinch she does make. And I should just roll. Well, whatever. It just takes more time. And she actually bites. So the dude slips right into the kiss.
Mm-hmm. All right.
And
Riley?
falls, gun falls down, and she just like lunges at him out of desperation, grabs him, and then bites him right away. Yeah, taking all the splits and everything, but still succeeding. She gets 3 back.
Aren't you a proud papa now?
So she is now at 4.
I was gonna say, at least she bit him in her human form.
Yeah, oh my god.
How does this work? I do it in the big form, right?
Is that like crunch?
Head off.
Shit, there's 30 any blood. Alright, there's blood everywhere, but I can't really do anything with it. Alright, so all of the enemies. So the ones that Ward just opened, as I said, don't get to go. That one's in the kiss. The one with you picks up the gun, so half the dice pool, and will shoot at you. Point blank, difficulty 4, and it's not actually one. They actually have to be adjacent, is what we did before. So that's point blank. I'm sorry.
Oh, no worries. I figured I was too far away. I just don't.
One success. So he does shoot you. He's not aiming for the head, so this becomes bashing. And you do. It does 2 damage, and you may soak 1 damage. Right? Or no, you soak and then half.
Full.
Not you.
Oh, sorry. I thought I was getting shot at.
It's
Sorry.
Steve. No, it's the one up in the hallway and the upstairs. And you guys hear shots in the upstairs.
I like that roll, though.
I know. That's it. That's awesome.
And you were actually right. It's 2 meters.
Stamina 42 for something.
No, and armor if you have any.
Difficulty is what?
Difficulty is 6.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Okay, you soak it. He shoots you, and you just kind of like shoot him. He shoots you kind of in the side, and you just like look at him, and he seems a little bit surprised. He's like, "Yeah,
The bullet falls out.
yeah, yeah."
Yeah.
You hear a
What
door
the
open,
hell?
and a guy runs out, and then hears the gunfire, looks up at you, and looks like he wants to shoot you as well. That's about all that you
Do I see what weapon he's
see.
carrying?
He appears to have a shotgun. So, he moved, so it's half dice pool. He will shoot you. This time 2 hits, so +1. And a shotgun is 8 damage. So it'll be 9. 3, 6, 9. Okay.
Should have been nice to do on the floor, huh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you got how many?
6.
6, yeah, you soak it. So he takes a shotgun and blasts you, and like it shoots, and we'll say like some of the shot, peppers the whole hallway or whatever, and the guy behind you even looks like he might have gotten a little bit in the shoulder or whatever, and he just looks at you. He's like, "Yeah, motherfucker, fuck you, pig," and then like you just like kind of stand up again, and you see his eyes kind of get wide.
Holy fuck, man!
We'll get you a new shirt, buddy.
All right, and then that's that. And then Vincent, you have a move action.
You'll be heading upstairs.
You're gonna head upstairs. All right, so you get up there and you see him. You like walk right up on this guy who just like all again dressed with like he looks like he has like blue Nikes on, and he has a blue shirt, black workout pants, and he's just sitting there with the shotgun, and he just shot with it, chambered up against his shoulder, and he looks like he has this kind of wicked just look on his face as he's like looked kind of confused. And I'll make him roll to see if he sees you coming up on him. Should be pretty easy, but he does not see you. He's too surprised that the freaking cop he just shot in the back, or the person they claim that they're cops, did not go down. And yeah, he's kind of focused on that, I guess. Okay, so that's the round. Vincent, your declared action.
He will clinch and bite.
Okay. So the Riley continues to feed. So the rifle, the pistol, the shotgun are all going to try and shoot Ward, and or anybody else they can see. They're going to just use a shoot action. The two up there with the pistol, the 38 is going to attempt to split an action and shoot 2 rounds into you. And he saw you do all that. He is actually going to try and aim for the head. So he'll be aiming for the head. The shotgun guy, for his part, is going to try and shoot you again. So basically all shooting this round. Ward, what would you like to do?
I think I'm going to remain in cover and attempt to... Jessica, get here fast. I am going to go ahead and drain blood.
Okay, from afar?
Yep.
Sounds good. From whom? The shotgun? I'm assuming?
Yeah, probably.
Okay, Ringo.
All right. She is obviously busy right now.
She is not looking like she's going to stop, for what that's worth. She's like making a
God damn it.
It's a gangsta pop.
Oh my.
Damn.
Just a thought too. I mean, I did shoot him for 5 damage. He's down blood already. He's probably gonna die. I don't know what to do.
Hey, maybe we can get subsidized by Otter Pop.
Yeah. That's all right. I don't know.
I'll let your conscience.
All right. Well, yeah, I will go and try and stop her and tell her, hey, we got other ones to go deal with.
Okay. With that, then she does have enough to kind of have her wits about you, and then she kind of like stops and like, oh, yeah. And for his part, we'll just say like, yeah, you kind of decide you can knock him out or whatever as a part of your move action, but it's not your go. It's actually just a declared action. So
All right.
put yourself back.
Yeah, that's right.
So you're gonna basically move and RP.
Yeah.
Okay. Jessica.
I'm on my second round of movement, and I'm going to pump 2 more blood to get my stamina to the max of 5.
Okay, Steve, your go.
Steve's gonna-
You are now surrounded. However, you are looking back at the shotgun guy probably, and like slowly, maybe with a wicked smile. You
No
do see
more.
a shadow loom over him in the hallway, and he doesn't seem to notice it yet. The guy with the shotgun.
Nice. No more nice Wazowski. So I'm gonna declare for celerity.
Celerity, okay. And what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna unload.
You're gonna shoot.
So yeah, my first round is gonna be unloading into dude in front of me.
How many celerity points are you declaring?
Oh,
1. Okay.
just so if he drops, then I have a chance to turn around and deal with it.
Okay.
Or move, whatever.
Yeah.
All right. So that was declaration.
There you go.
Okay.
It's your go. Yeah.
But I'm not sure.
That's the beauty of being absolute
I've never
first.
fired, so I need to know how to fire it.
So it's simple. Which one are you shooting? The shotgun or are you shooting the pistol?
Pistol guy right in front of me.
So then it's point blank range, so it's going to be difficulty 4.
And I know I read something about single shot, multi shot, whatever.
Yes. So the way it works is it depends on what weapon you have.
I have 38.
Okay, so then it's going to be, what, a rate of 3?
Yeah, rate of 3.
So you could split your dice pool. So first things first, let's get your dice pool together.
Yeah.
So get your dexterity and your firearms. All right, so that's your dice pool. Boom. Now, you can split that into up to 3 different separate actions.
Because I have rate of 3?
Yeah, if you want, you could do 2, you could do 1. He shot you twice, so he split it twice only. You could do up to 3 if you have the dice for it. So you could do like 2, 3, and 3.
And
You
you're
could
just rolling
do
for successes,
or 2, 2, and 3.
At what difficulty?
4.
Yeah, 2, 2, and 3. Let's go for
2, 2, and 3.
yeah. Let's
Maximize damage. Do
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
So are you going to do a called shot?
He's
Sorry, go ahead.
I thought that each additional shot after the first one is a difficulty higher.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Even with the small arms.
Yep.
Okay.
Hold on though. Are you gonna
Recoil.
This one.
recoil? Is that the case there? Is that what you're looking up?
Yeah, I'm double checking. Why don't you roll your first one though? And
And then,
assumedly your
but
2 is
stand
on the
by.
first one.
Don't roll. Don't roll. Are you going to do a called shot away from the body armor, which is 2 higher, so it'd be difficulty 6 for the first shot, 7, and then 8?
No.
You're just going to shoot him and let him try to take those 2 soak. Okay.
Soak it up, dude.
Do it.
All right, we got that one.
All right. How many?
4 and a 7.
All right. So that's actually 2 hits. So you do a +1 damage. So we'll do damage as you go.
Okay.
So what is your base damage?
With a 38,
Huh?
it is 4.
So then you're going to do 5 damage, just like what he did to you.
Okay.
So you roll 5 damage dice. He gets 2 soak.
Oh, I need to do all of that.
He soaks 1.
How do I roll damage?
So it's going to be damage we determine as 4, but then you have the 1 success over the 1 success you needed because you had 2 successes. So imagine this, right? So you have your dice pool that you're attacking him with.
Yep.
The more successes you roll, the more towards the vitals or an important part of the body you hit.
Okay.
So, but 1 success is what you need to just hit him.
Yeah.
Right? So like graze him or whatever.
Right.
But if you get any more than that, each additional one adds 1 to the damage. And that goes for melee and brawl
Okay.
too. So because you rolled 2 successes, 1 you used to hit him. I was going to flick you off. I'll flick you off. So 1 to do that, and then the other 1 goes to damage. So you have 1 damage, so it does 4, and then you do the +1 damage. So 5 total dice
Okay, so you got that because the 4 damage and the
is
1
the
extra
base.
dice.
Yes.
Okay.
Now let's say you rolled 3 successes on your attack. Then you do the 1 to attack, and then the 2. Yeah, exactly.
Is this like a above 6 kind
Yes.
of thing? Okay, then 3.
So you do 2 damage to him because he soaks 1.
Okay. 2 damage.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll do the next thing. Right?
Yep.
Okay.
Next one.
3 damage.
We'll just assume +1 difficulty.
Yeah, I couldn't find anything yet.
So you miss
1.
You do.
You said difficulty 4.
I know, but it's +1 difficulty for subsequent shots.
Oh. So then, if that takes out that, then we still get 1?
Yep.
Okay. No, wait.
No,
No, that doesn't
0.
count. So then I had that, and that's
It's 0.
nothing. So then,
So then
the
the
next
2.
one.
Yep.
This is difficulty
6.
6. Got it. 2. Okay.
All right. So now what's the damage from it?
So that would be the same, right?
Yep.
5 dice.
Same with his soak. He gets 0 soak.
Oops, take this out of here. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay. You basically shoot him right in the head, and you shoot him first, kind of in the arm, and then he kind of turns his head, and you basically with the recoil go up, and then you shoot him, and it takes him out, and he slumps over dead. So you can remove that, or you can keep it, but flip it upside down. All right, that's that, and you will have a celerity action after Jessica. You do your 3rd round in movement and plump up your stats. Ringill,
All right.
you're going to move. You tell her to stop.
Mhm.
So an RP, go ahead and move yourself
All right.
up to your full movement there.
Dang it, I should have also done animalism. All right. Yeah, tell her to stop, and I'll say we have others that we can go. We don't want to, we need restraint, so we don't want to kill anyone.
Okay. And for her part, like I said, she's kind of with it, and with Ward's soothing, she will follow what you say. And with that, she kind of lets him go, and you see he's kind of like rolling his eyes, and he's still in the effects of the kiss. But okay, and that's what I'll say. And then for her part, she kind of looks around the corner, sees Ward, and she does stick like a sniff, and she like does a little like. For her part, she is going to shift into Galabro, not Krinos, Galabro. What she does with ease.
What she do, some worm.
So she is now a 7-foot tall version of Riley, and you see like, yeah, her skin kind of hardens and. She kind of snarls a little bit as she's looking at that wall, and it's actually towards like you see like a dishwasher, a sink, but she's looking into the wall as if she's looking through it. But that's all she does for her round.
I will say that, hey, as far as the strength goes, we need to keep things human. Because these people, we're not going to kill all of them.
Yeah, she turns and she has like wicked big fangs. They're very big.
Yeah.
And and in this form, kind of like when she came out, like almost ghostly white, and she had kind of the thing like you see, she's like turns like instantly, really like all of her skin that hardens, everything that turns like white, like a really true pale. Almost like a white wolf, but she was not a white wolf when you guys like she's almost like bleached with death. Ward, you're gonna blood drain from a distance, you said.
I sure am, and that shotgun guy looks awfully crazy. So dice don't fail me now. Because I would really like some of his blood, and he needs it to keep breathing. So 2 and 1 problem solved. Okay, looking for 4. I'm looking for 7s or better. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 points.
Okay. So for his part, I'm gonna make him roll a willpower roll. He drops. Turn him upside down.
Sudden blood loss, just passed out.
Yep, just passes out.
7 blood?
4 blood.
4 blood.
Yeah. So still not. That's why I had him roll willpower, because I'm like, he could, if he spent the willpower, which he did, and rolls it, I'll allow him to remain conscious, but he did not make it.
It'd be pretty woozy if you lost like
instantly,
40% of your
and
blood
watching it travel across the room through the sky, and you're kind of like, and all of the other guys are like, the fuck? Man, that's crazy. That little white dude's like, man, that fucking, what's going on, man?
What the fuck is
Man,
that, man?
I'm off the drugs, man. Fuck. All right.
Out of character, I'm just glad that I know that Raven has the memory wipe.
Just imagine
You guys are gonna let any of these people live?
Interject, however, I never actually told anyone that I reached my 3rd level of dominating character. I never told it.
Yeah, I asked you specifically, remember?
I don't.
We had the conversation about sense of sin, telepathy, forgetful mind. We talked about that in the car when we talked about our dog's mission to go talk to Dudeface.
Okay, might have revealed it then.
Yeah.
But,
They're like, we're gonna take this guy down. Well, we're gonna figure out what the hell's going on. Like, more likely, he was always pretty useful, but you guys choose what you want to do. You kill him. All right, so lots of shooting, but not much happening. But you guys have reduced the number significantly. Shotgun guy, for his part, is going to attempt to shoot you. And he will do so right from where he's standing. It is not point blank. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4 successes. But he's not aiming for the head. So 8 plus 3 is 11. Go ahead and make your roll. Cut a spider?
Well, don't eat it.
I don't know where to put it.
I was just about to tell him to eat it.
Yes! That's a good idea.
No.
outside is the better.
Abort! Abort!
A fork?
Down the toilet?
No.
Down the toilet, yes!
No.
Oh, don't kill the spider,
It's
please.
They eat
not.
mosquitoes.
We
Yeah,
don't
they're
like
very, very
mosquitoes.
beneficial.
Fuck them.
Outside is good. Outside is good.
Yeah, the sister, I'd go sit, drop it on her.
I'm doing it! Dante, drop it in the face spider webs.
You should definitely put one of your brother's
6.
dresser drawers.
Yes!
Don't tell which one.
Yes! I won't let you
No
downstairs
successes.
anymore.
You take 4 damage, bashing.
So bashing. How does that work?
Just put a little B. Yeah, a little B in each one. Or you could do like a vertical line.
I thought it was halved.
Yeah.
Those are friends, not food.
Oh, yeah, so 2. I'm sorry, 2 damage.
Alright, so just boop, boop, and boop.
Good call. Yep,
Sorry.
Don't fight over
my
that.
bad.
I had a brother. I had a younger brother. Couldn't help myself.
I know, me too. I curse like a sailor. What can I say? All right. So that one shoots you right in the back, but again, he's like, "Yeah, I got you good now. You dropping." But then he seems to realize there's like a shadow looming over him, and he looks over towards Vincent. So for the rifle guy is going to shoot you. You have cover.
+2, I think.
+2 difficulty, so difficulty 8. He has 5 dice. 1 hit. And it is a 8 damage, so that's all it does. 2, 4, 6, 8. He is not aiming for the head. It is just bashing for vampires. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 damage.
1, 2, 3 soak.
All right, no damage. You just straight up soak a rifle hit right in the shoulder. And then the little spindly white dude is going to take a shot at you. 3 dex, 3 firearms. 1, 2, 3. Actually, it's 3. So 2 extra damage. And he has a heavy pistol, which is 5. Not shooting the head, just shooting your body. 1, 2, 3, 4.
So 1 damage because I soaked 2, and then divide by
half that the
so another
damage that goes through. Okay. So, and that is the well. You see a guy coming around the corner here. Looks like he's trying to get his pants up, and he's basically around kind of mid thigh, and he looks like he has a heavy pistol as well, and
John,
an armored coat.
John, can you angle the camera down a little bit? I can't see. Okay, thank you.
And you are right there in a hallway with this guy and this guy.
And the guy that I just described is closest to you, the little bead that just came out of that big living room like area. Yeah.
All right.
Okay. So that's that. Vincent, it is your go.
Okay, split my dice pool to clinch and bite.
Yep. He is not dodging you.
Okay, and the way that I'm grabbing this guy, I mean, I didn't realize this guy's coming around the corner down here, so effectively the dude I'm grabbing, I'm kind of using as a human shield anyways, if that matters.
Yeah. No, I see, I hear what you're saying. That's fine.
Okay.
He's kind of like looking around and getting his gun ready, and then looks up and sees you as you do this to his buddy. Go ahead and make your rolls.
Okay, the clinch is strength brawl, and then my bite is
dexterity brawl.
Dexterity brawl. So it's the same. It's the same dice pool.
Okay.
So split in half is going to be 6 and 5.
Okay. So 6 to clinch, 5 to bite.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, actually, yeah, 6 and 5. Okay. Oops. Ow. Here's my clinch, which looks like 1 success.
You got 1. Yeah. So you do grab him. That's all you need for now. He can break it easily when it's his turn, but he can't do that now. So go ahead and bite your bite.
Okay.
So you like wrap him up, and the shotgun is now dangling, and you bite.
And I am biting for blood, incidentally.
You are? Okay. Yep. You bite him. He instantly, eyes roll in the back of his head as he succumbs to the kiss automatically, being mortal. And you regain 3 blood points from him.
Yep.
Untainted. Okay. So, Slayer round.
Yep. move.
Okay.
I'm moving well as far as I can. My goal here is to inspect this room. If I don't see anything, I'm going back to this room. And if I don't see anything, I still have enough move to get back to the corner of this wall here.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3.
Yep. So give me a perception and alertness roll. You see a bed and a black lady is laying there, and she looks completely unconscious. Maybe she's not moving. It doesn't respond to you.
Okay. That's sorry. Invisible. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 2.
2. You see a little girl hiding behind an armoire. Scared. And she kind of peeks a little bit out and then goes back to hide.
Okay.
And she has braids in her hair, and she looks to be probably about, you'd guess, 5.
Walking out of the room.
Okay.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
All right. And with that one, it looks like you see 2 beds, and it's pretty messy. There's a lot of clothes and everything in here. But other than that, nothing of note in this room.
And then 8. So what's half of it? Is 9. Huh? Okay, I'm just gonna move into cover here.
Okay.
Peeking around to look at that dude.
Okay. That's all you are able to do for that. So the next round, Vincent, what's your declared action? You're gonna drain this dude dry?
Is to rush forward with the dude in my hands. I'll probably have to make another strength check to hold him, but to rush the other guy coming out.
And by rush, what do you mean? What are you going to do? Are you just going to move? So you're going to move with the body up to him, and then that's the end of your round?
I guess body check him with it. I don't know if I can do it the same round.
You'd have to split. So it's a half move with the body that you're dragging.
Right.
And then, because he's completely limp, but you're going to move him like a shield. And then you get up to him. Well, what's your potence level again?
I have 4 potence.
What does that make your strength total?
Would be
8
for a roll.
So I'm going to allow you to do a strength roll when it's your turn to try and get full movement, but you have to decide now whether you're going to try and bull rush or not.
I will bull rush, yes.
Okay, so it's going to be a half move, half bull rush. So you'll have to be able to get to him, and then if you fail your check, it's going to be half of that. So it's going to be a quarter move. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You need 3 successes. You'll need 3 successes on your strength check if that's what you want to do. I'm just letting you know the rules up front.
Yep.
You good?
We're good.
Okay.
Even with half movement, I still make it to him, and with I'm sure I got it. Yeah.
Well, so it's half move normally, and then if you fail your check, it's half of that.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. No, I get it.
Okay. All right. So that's what you're gonna do. So Tuku's gonna try and shoot you. He's gonna do an aim shot at your head, and then let's see here. The other ones. So the rifle and the pistol are again gonna try and shoot, and that's all you got. That's all we got right now. So, Ward, what are you gonna do?
I am going to. I think I'm going to go ahead and actually activate obfuscate, and to do that, I need to be out of sight of everybody.
Yep. So move.
So I'm just going to kind of pull around out of sight long enough to, whether it means
The other guy can still see you. The white guy can still see you.
This guy?
I think so.
Okay.
You'd have to go around the corner, kind of towards where. Yeah.
I'll pull back a little bit.
Okay.
And I can always move forward a little bit, but I'll back up, obfuscate, half move. It doesn't take a roll to activate, so
Yep.
I'll just go ahead and
And
disappear.
escape. Okay.
Yeah.
Ringill
All right.
and Riley. Riley is looking like she wants to go in the next room, and eat something.
I don't blame her. I will, however, take out some of my pop handcuffs and I will roll the guy on his back and handcuff him.
Good call.
Or on his stomach.
Good call.
Handcuff.
Okay.
Handcuff his hand behind his back.
Okay, handcuff. And for her part, she is going to activate a rage point for extra. So she's going to move and then do something else.
Don't go through the wall, please.
Steve, it is. Oh no, Jessica. I'm sorry, Jessica.
Yeah, I'm on my third movement. Will I reach the parked car?
You're right now. You're
Okay,
at the
so
park car.
what
Next
I'm
round,
going
you will
to-
have your movement. So you're actually pretty much right where you
Probably will
are.
have half movement next time or half movement this time because what I want to do is I want to get my ballistic vest out of the truck.
Oh yeah, that's fine. You can do that. So this round, you'll be at the car and you can take the ballistic vest out.
Yep.
Yeah. And then, so the next round, you'll be able to basically move from where your physical miniature is, right behind the mic. So, Steve, you may go.
Okay, so okay. I want to call or just aim shot.
Yeah.
That takes a full turn, doesn't it? To aim.
It's yes. If
But
you're
it's gonna
aiming,
aim for the head and shoot.
no. So that you could just do. If you're doing, there's an action where you can aim and you get extra dice for each action you spent aiming. But if you're doing a called shot to the head, that's just more difficulty.
Okay.
+2 difficulty.
+2.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Pretty sure. Is it +3? I think it's +2.
So it doesn't matter.
It has 2 like heart or eyes.
Heart, yeah, that was
specifically,
it.
would be. Put one in his eye and do 3.
Yeah.
But I can have like one shot with a huge dice pool and then I have a good chance of success, kind of a thing.
Yeah. And he doesn't get his armor. He doesn't soak. He doesn't soak anyway. Well, he would soak with his armor if you don't. But he only gets 1 dice of soak because it's a weaker form of armor. That's what most of you guys have.
Okay. So then I'm not going to activate.
No celerity?
Yeah, I didn't call it anyway.
No, that's fine. You can do it now. I mean, it is your turn. So.
No, I think
Okay.
with the lay of the land being what it is right now.
Okay.
I just take the extra dice and hope I don't roll one with it.
Do it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, and then it's dexterity.
Firearms.
Firearms. Come on. No ones. What's my difficulty? 6? 4? 4
8.
plus 2 is 6. 8.
8. You're not quite like.
1. 2.
2. All right. So +1 damage to his head.
And Aaron,
He
I
does
don't
not
know
get to soak.
if you want to use this or not.
Take into consideration too on your rolls. If you have any wound penalties, you gotta subtract those dice.
Unless you want to heal, and you can try and heal too, but you have to spend blood for that.
Okay, well, I didn't realize that. So I have a -1 here.
So heal, or you
Okay, so I'll heal.
try and heal. If you don't, you have to re-roll everything.
Okay, let's do that.
So you're gonna spend the blood, and then it's a bashing. So I don't even think you need to. Just heals, right?
Just heals.
Pretty sure. No, I think it heals the same as a lethal.
So what do I roll for healing? Is that a
Survival and stamina.
Survival and stamina.
survival?
And Aaron, the headshot one, it does say that it can bypass armor and or deal extra damage. Storytellers encouraged to do whatever if it's interesting. But the chart,
It would be both in this case.
the chart has +1 damage by default if that's
Okay.
what you want
This
to
is
do.
difficulty 6.
Yes.
1.
You're good. You heal it, and then you do have to
So
spend the
make sure
blood
you
point.
spend the blood.
Yeah, you gotta spend the blood for that if you have any left. Okay, and then erase the damage. And now you have no dice penalties, so the original dice pool still stands. So you do actually +2 damage now.
Okay. Oh, okay. Well, okay.
Yeah.
So that's
It's difficulty of the firearm,
which
or the
is
damage of the firearm,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
6.
and then
6.
+1 for the extra success, and then +1 for shooting the head.
Do something. 7. Is the 6? I got 2.
2? Yep, it is
7
6.
and 0.
All right, so you do shoot him, and it grazes his forehead. Jessica, you move up to the car, pop the trunk, grab the vest, don it, you're done.
All right.
And then you will start, as I said, right where you are. Ringil, you're going to flip the guy over and handcuff.
Yep.
All right, and for her part, she is going to go around the corner. Oh, sorry.
Oh, I'm not even in the way.
1, 2, 3, 4. She goes right to rifle guy, full speed, and you see her kind of coming out, and she has her fangs out, and the guy just looks absolutely terrified as this woman that's 7 feet tall and looking almost ghostly white, like almost as if she's painted, comes around the corner and looks like she's going to snack on him next round. And how many was that? That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. She can actually, so that would be 16. So that's actually half a move. So she's going to do half clinch. She does. She makes it. So she grabs him, scoops him up, literally off the floor. And so the black dude's like kicking. What the fuck? All right. And you said you handcuffed, so that's automatic because he's still kind of coming around, and you see his eyes kind of rolling back. He's not moaning or anything, groaning or anything. He's just coming to. All right, Ward.
All right, go back. 1, 2, 3.
And then obfuscate.
Yeah, go ahead and obfuscate.
Okay.
And then.
What level are you?
2.
2.
Yeah,
Okay.
so the movable one.
Yep.
4, 5, 6. Sorry, let me do that in my head again. 3, 12, 15, so 7. So 4, 5, 6, 7. Do you mind
Yep.
if I
That's fine.
call it half?
It's fine.
7.5. There you go. So I just re-enter the room invisibly to observe the proceedings.
Okay. Their turn. So they no longer see you, but they're going to shoot at her. The rifle guy is going to try and shoot Riley. So he's going to try and break away from... Let's see here. No, he's going to pull out a pistol that he has in his belt loop and try and shoot her, or his belt in his belt loop. So it'll be drops the rifle, grabs a new gun. It'll be a half shot. Point blank. He does shoot her. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then that's it. That's all he gets. 2. And he shoots her. She kind of winces like she's going to expect pain, and then it basically like shoots into her arm, and it doesn't do anything. And she does get a smile on her face as she realizes it does less than lethal damage to her new form, whereas before it would have done lethal to a werewolf. The other one is going to split his dice pool. Man, these fuckers crazy. What the hell's going on? He's going to split his dice pool, shoot twice into Riley. First shot hits. Second shot hits for 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And she easily soaks that one. And then 2, 4, 5, 6. This one might get through. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then she rolls. So it's 5 damage. 1, 2, 3. No. It does not get through. So he shoots what should be her head, and you see her like flinch off, and then she just sort of looks back at him, and at this point, you're pretty sure he pees himself. All right, and then let's see, that guy's there. We have the guy upstairs who is going to attempt to shoot at Rusty. He's going to try and shoot the head, taking aim. He does seem somewhat like you're looking at this guy and the way he's moving. Well, give me a perception and alertness roll, Rusty and Steve.
1, looks like.
So 4 for he's even the difficulty 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. You got
difficulty 8. Okay.
oh, no. Difficulty 6. Difficulty 6 for you guys. I'm sorry. I was shooting you in the head.
Oh, okay.
All right. 2 there. Go ahead and roll for your soak, but this is not bashing. He is. So you got 2. How many did you get again? I'm sorry. Let's see. 1, 2. Is that your roll there?
1.
1. So he does move. He does move pretty expertly as far as like even though he's just getting his pants on, but Steve can seem like you're thinking like maybe like military training of some kind. But he comes around, brings it up. Yeah, he's actually aiming good, very good, and he tags you right in the head. We'll see if it does any damage though. So go ahead and roll for your soak.
I will spend a willpower on this before I actually make the roll.
Good call. Ugh.
1, 2, 3 minus 1, but I got 1 for the will, so 3.
Okay, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you take 2 lethal damage. And he does peg you right in the, it's right just off from the eye. Shoot you. And that's their round. So, Vincent, it is indeed your turn. So go ahead and give me your strength check. Yep, go ahead. That's fine.
Okay, and that's stamina, survival, correct?
Yep, correct.
Oh, God damn it. Okay, so it looks like I am able to heal. I can only heal 1 at a time, or since I can spend 3, I can heal both of those, right?
I think you have to spend for like willpower. I think it is to heal more.
More than 1.
Yeah.
Okay, well I'll just spend the 1. Not a big deal.
Okay.
I healed 1, so I'm still down at a -1 dice pool. Now I have to make my strength check. Is that correct to carry this dude?
Yep. Difficulty 6, and you need 3 successes.
Okay. Let's see. So 4, 6, 8 -1, so 7. God damn this thing. One, 2, 3, 3.
You're good. So you're able to move at half move, which does get you indeed right up to him. And then you said you want to do was it a tackle move?
Basically a body check, because I'm using his buddy in between us to slam into him.
Okay. What move in the book are you using then specifically?
That would be.
For you, I think it's
Mage always has the best. It's like the biggest amount of everything. It's like
the
best place to look at the rules.
Werewolf has it.
Werewolf probably has a good one too.
Body slam.
That's what I was gonna say. Is I know exactly which one it is. I just need to find the book cover in my
library.
There, it's all the way down.
Werewolf. Yeah.
Well, it puts the stuff I read most recently at the top, and then okay. Blah blah blah. Glass smokers being started. Automatic successes. Here we go. Rules. Experience. Dramatic. Comment. Boom.
What page is that?
The werewolf.
I'm on 300 right now, looking for the special maneuvers, probably, or the dirty fighting, perp stomp, body slam, picking an opponent over his head, bringing some serious pain. But there was one where there was actually, I thought there's that, but let me look real quick.
Combat maneuvers 270.
I feel like there was also one where perp stomp, low blow, special. There was one where you actually slam someone else into someone else. Wishbone. Hey, wishbone. You're gonna wishbone somebody. Jesus.
Ugh.
It's a
Yeah,
combat maneuvers. Bite, block, claw, clinch, disarm, dodge, hold, kick, parry, strike, sweep, tackle, weapon strike.
Werewolf has a few more.
Werewolf has more
because
than
it came later. in
Mage
terms
has
of
even
the-
more, I think.
So like shoulder.
Yeah, the
tackle,
most likely one is probably body slam. Pick up an opponent over your head.
tackle would-
Grapple, blah,
Could
blah,
be
blah.
tackle.
Just call it a tackle. That's your objective, is to knock it down.
Are you trying to knock him down, or are you just trying to knock him to the side, or what are you trying to do with the what's your end?
Knock him down.
So it would be a tackle. We can just use the rules for tackle. Where are they?
It's a strength brawl, difficulty +1, damage strength +1, K, which is knockdown.
Okay. So basically, if you do any damage, you knock him down. All right, so it's a half strength brawl.
In this case, it is 4, 8, 12, so 6.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, 1, 2, -1, 1.
You said difficulty +1,
Yes.
Oh. Is it?
so
Okay.
7
Well,
difficulty. So you just run up to him, but he seems to effortlessly kind of dodge out of. He's not dodging, but he does move out of the way so that kind of moves back just a half step and avoids you clobbering him with his buddy. Are you throwing his buddy on the ground then, as a part of this action?
No. I mean, I'm gonna
So you had your-
body shield.
I guess we should have talked about specifically what you wanted, because my understanding is you're trying to throw this guy at him to knock him down, basically, right?
No,
So you're like,
my idea was to keep a hold of him and charge him and body check him with his own buddy.
but if you didn't make it and the guy took a step back, right? So would you have tried to like get that extra, like to try and? Yeah, are you going for? Are you more interested in the shield, or are you more interested in the attack? And you're certainly not biting him, it sounds like, anymore, right?
Not the guy that I'm holding now.
Okay.
But as far as using, no, I was gonna. If the guy's got a gun in his hand, the only thing I was gonna use it for at this point is a shield. But like I said, I was trying to
You didn't.
hit him and charge him enough with his body as a cushion between us to knock him to the ground, still holding on to his buddy.
Okay. All right. Yeah, it's not effective then.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fine. All right. And no celerity actions. We did have a rage action. So with that, Riley is going to do a bite. And she'll do a bite to drain. Yep. So that guy goes limp, and she starts sucking him. She's now up to 7 blood pool. Okay.
Freezer.
Vincent, what's your declared action? So can someone move Vincent with the
He's
other?
gonna go to the bathroom.
With this one.
Oh, yeah,
Sort
with
of on
the
him.
like a Pathfinder shield bash. You have to have the feet in order to get defense and offense.
Exactly.
aside,
That's
the
kind of
other
what I'm
dude.
going at, but whatever. I'll allow.
What direction does the other dude step?
Actually, I'm not going to allow it. He's not going to get him as a shield.
He just like,
Yeah, he doesn't actually lose his
The
The
space.
guy that he charged stepped
Did
away.
nothing. Yeah,
Yeah.
got no effect because he didn't even hit him.
It's representational. He steps a half step back. and
Yeah,
avoids
I didn't
feedback.
want to because I don't want to move him because he doesn't technically have any movement. He just didn't get hit,
Okay.
Yeah.
I see.
and because he was used as a bite, I'm not going to allow him to be used as a shield until it's Vincent's turn, unless he specifically
It's gotta
hides
take that
behind.
Is it feet?
It's a joke. Pathfinder, in a fantasy setting, oftentimes like Pathfinder, for example,
It's like D&D.
yeah, you have the option when you're holding a shield to either use it as your second weapon and smash someone in the face. But if you do that, you're kind of not really focusing
You're not
on
using
putting
it
it
as a
between you. Yeah,
It attacks.
yeah. So
Offensive or defensive?
Yeah.
and as a standard, that's the case. But you can learn to take improved shield bash and go ahead and smash someone with it while still kind of keeping it where you need it to be.
So right now he's just
basically.
He likes to pick people up, though, and I would swear to you somewhere in here there was a section about impacting 2 people, and it's like you basically.
Well, but he didn't throw. I asked, and he did not
No,
throw
I
him
know,
at
I know,
him.
I know.
He just was using him as an extension of himself to
Right.
tackle.
Which is fine.
I hear you. Yeah, I know
So-
exactly what you're talking about because
but
it's
the
a
next
werewolf
time-
rule because they're so big you can club
I
people
was
with
like,
other players.
I know I found it in the book somewhere where it's like, yeah, if you throw them into each other, there is a thing for it.
The guy that was kissed, why does he still have possession of his firearm?
Which one?
The guy that he's holding.
He doesn't.
Oh,
That gun's on the floor.
right next to me.
I'm talking about the guy that he rushed. He still has his, very much has his gun. And it's a very nice gun. Desert Eagle 5.0.
Oh, well, I see.
It's not going to matter. I'm going to kill him too, so.
Yeah.
Takes.
All right. So what's your declared action, Vincent?
Well, I feel like I have the strength to use him as a bashing weapon, so maybe I'll take his buddy and smash him into him.
Okay.
Use him as a club.
We'll say melee. All right. So with the tweakers, we have the other guy shooting him, saying, "What the fuck is going on, man?" The little spindly white dude. So everybody's gonna be shooting, I think. That's around and can shoot. There's only 2 of them left, really. Okay, so shoot. And then Ward, you just left. We'll get back to him. I don't think it matters. So Ringill.
All right, so that guy is all trussed up now. So
He looks really weak and drowsy, but he seems to be coming back too.
Okay.
And
Well,
he's like looks at you kind of weirdly, like he's way out of it.
um,
His eyes keep fluttering.
well, I think he's safe to leave. So I will move. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. See that guy. I can move 16 in total. 10.
Well, what are you doing? Don't do anything. You just declare him.
I'm just thinking.
Sorry.
So yeah, I'll move up and basically try and attack that guy and suck him.
So you're going to move, clench, and bite.
Yeah.
Okay.
Moving clench or.
What do you? So well, you have to tell me which one of those it is.
Yeah, I'll move and clench.
Move and clench.
Be,
Okay. Set you up for the following round.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we're going back. So actually,
Yeah, sorry.
you wouldn't even know what he's doing, but it doesn't matter. I figured.
Yeah. No,
Go ahead.
you're
What's
fine.
up?
And the 2 white ones, those guys look like they're out of it, or did one of them? Did you say was actually standing?
Which one?
The 2 white pawns, the ones that look.
No, they're in the corner, kind of. They look like they're not standing. They're not doing anything. They're rolled over as well.
Okay. I will go ahead and move up. Suck at clinching. Suck.
You don't even need to clench. What are you doing?
I know.
With blood.
I think I'm probably gonna.
So blood drain from afar?
I think I will, yeah.
Okay, are you moving and doing that, or are you just going to stay? Okay, blood drain.
And since he won't see me to shoot me, that's fine.
Jessica.
I'm going to come in. Does that my movement take me actually into the floor?
No, your movement starts, your whole round is right where your character is physically at right now.
Okay.
And you
I
may
will
activate
move-
celerity if you have it. You can do all kinds of stuff. What do you want to
Yeah, I'm going to move. But I'm going to do my full movement.
Okay.
And I am going to spend for celerity.
do? You are. How many points?
Just one, because I only
One?
have one celerity. Yep.
So you just move with the first. Okay, and then we'll get to the next one. Steve.
All right. Okay. Does it cost? Well, first, let's go down.
You're going to do celerity. Okay.
Then, does it cost me anything to just kind of scoop up the shotgun as I'm moving?
Not if you're doing it as part of a move. No.
It'll be part of my movement to just kind of grab it. If it has a sling, I'll sling it. If not, I'll just carry it in the other hand.
Okay.
Then I would move forward behind Vincent because
Open
I
that door.
obviously don't have a clear shot. So I'm gonna move in.
The door's
Can I-
closed.
If I'm moving, which door is closed?
The one right behind Vincent.
Oh, let me go check that door.
Okay. So you're gonna open that door after
Yeah.
you scoop it up. Okay. So go ahead and move yourself then, and you're gonna open it.
1, 2, 3.
Okay. You open it.
Yes.
It looks like it's a bedroom here, and as soon as you open it, there's a guy sitting there on the floor in between a bed with another shotgun, and he's going to open fire on you with the ready to action.
Okay.
Not point blank, not aiming. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 3 damage. 3 plus 3 damage. So it's going to be 8 plus 3 is 11.
Soaking.
Yep, you're soaking.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Or here's the other thing. You could attempt to. Well, no, it's kind of a surprise. Even though you have celerity action, it's a surprise. You wouldn't get to dodge this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Stamina. What?
Fortitude and armor.
Armor, which is on.
Okay.
So like I was missing something.
All right. So 5.
Alright, so we got 8.
Huh?
And 8. 6. 6 and 7. 8 and 8.
Holy crap! Yep, you soaked the shit out of that. Point blank to the chest. Your third shotgun round, and the guy just looks absolute like he looks like he's like yeah, and then fuck y'all, and then you're like boom, shot, and it doesn't even like you don't even back up. You just like tank it and look at him, and he just like looks horrified. And then he cocks again, like he's gonna shoot again, but almost just like seems like unbelievable, like just not believing of the situation. All right, and then that's about it for your first round. So you do get celerity.
Okay, so
Opening the door ended your.
It ended my turn because I got finished.
Nope, it ended it because you opened the door.
Ah.
Yeah, that's fine. Jessica, your first move action.
Yes. So I will move up. I will let's see that.
12 plus your dex. Your new dex.
Oh wow. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oops. I have to go to the microphone here. 8, 9, 10. Open door takes a movement.
It's nope. It's already open.
Oh.
We never closed it.
And actually, I'm probably going to stop there at this time.
Okay.
I still have my celerity action in reserve.
You see two people on the floor. That the white man looks like a maybe Hispanic or maybe Indian descent.
And I am wearing my
lady on the ground.
vest
Hard to
on
tell
the
from this.
outside.
Okay. And they both have the arms splayed out, laying there, but one like both of them are kind of more trying to like keep their arms out, but they kind of with all the gunfire, they're trying to cover their ears too. You see a needle next to the guy's head on the floor, and then she still has her rubber tourniquet on her arm. And that's what you see. So you're gonna stop there.
Yes.
Okay. Ringill, move and clench.
Yep. Okay, so I will move. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay.
All right. So
Wait. So how much movement was that?
10.
10. What is your
so
total movement?
16.
So halved is 8. So you can get there, but you cannot clench extra. You have to stop 2 back.
Okay, so
And you may not clench. Okay.
All right.
All right. Ward. No, sorry. It's her turn. For her part, she is going to seeing as she seems to realize that she can only drain for just the first round. She's going to drop the guy, and she's going to look at the other guy too and have the same movements that you had, but she is closer, so she will walk up kind of move actually pretty rapidly
Mm-hmm.
and attempt to clinch.
All right.
So she does a half clinch attempt, and ooh, she fails. Not a botch, but she does fail. So she walks up, tries to grab him, and for his part, he's looking like he's going to try and shoot her with a full spread point blank. All right, Ward, now it is your turn.
Okay, go for 7. So 1, 2, 3. -1 is 2 this time.
2. All right.
Oh look, there he is, standing right there on the other side of the broom.
And the
Catching a
blood.
stream of your blood.
And yeah, and like which one?
The guy with the gun, actually.
Okay. So he's like looking, and he's like looking in disbelief as his blood literally is leaving his veins and around from his neck, and looking in horror as it's floating across the room, getting absorbed, impacted, and absorbed by you. And he just looks absolutely horrified at this point. But he is still up. So shooting. So the one on, so he's still going to try and shoot Riley, because a 7-foot tall, bestial, ghostly white chick's probably a little too much for him. He'll shoot twice, and not aiming for the head, just shooting at this point. He does hit 3 times and 3 times, so he does +2 damage. So we'll do 7. 6, 7. No damage. Botch. We can't botch damage. 1, 2, 2. And she soaks that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see if she soaks that. 1, 2. So she takes 1 bashing from all those shots. And finally, he like nicks her, and she just lets out this like horrifying guttural growl, and to which you see kind of his features are wobbling. And then the one up with Vincent is going to take 2 called shots to the head. He's going to split. He has a heavy equivalent of a heavy revolver. So difficulty is going to be 6 on these. One, 2, 3 for the first one.
Do I not get bonus?
What?
Do I not get bonus for cover? I'm still holding a person in my hand.
You used him to attack.
I didn't use him to attack. I used him as a shield bash running up to him. He's still within my arms.
He's doing a called shot to your head. If you wanted to use him specifically and cover your head, that's a very different maneuver than using him and launching him to try and basically run with him. You did, in the sense that you are launching with him. Yes, you did. It was at the end of your movement.
I was running down the hallway with him. I was not letting go of him.
So you're running down the hallway with him and blocking your head and using to attack? That's way too much.
I was using him as a shoulder charge. Like I said, I was running.
Yeah, you're not using him as a shield. You're using him as a shoulder charge.
Okay,
Yes.
but he's still in front of me.
Yeah, and he's point blank shooting you. Yes?
Sure.
2. All right, so first soak. 6. It's kind of like we were talking about this earlier. It's like shield bash. If you're using a shield bash, you can't use it for the AC in Pathfinder. It's like that concept.
You have a completely different idea of what I was doing. I tried to explain it, and it's...
You are trying to do way too many things, is what I'm telling you. Even I understand what you tried to do, but that's not what you had enough actions to do. If you'd spend a point of celerity to put him back in a position where you have him interposing and using him as cover, that's very different than you running and using your entire action at the end of it to try and use this extra body to slam into the guy. So you slammed into the guy, and that's about all you could do because this is all happening in like 3 seconds. So you don't have the actions to do all the things that you want to try and fit into one thing. Is what I'm saying. All right, so you got 2. 1, 2. You take 1 point of damage. And then this one is roll again for your other soap. It's 4. So you take 3. All right. All right. So that's them. And the guy that had a ready to action took up his round, and he won't go until the next round, but he'll go before you. Okay. Which is kind of weird because then he would see what everybody's doing. No, I'm gonna have him roll again for initiative because that just seems weird. That he would. What was your total? 16. So 5. So he does not. He would go with. He actually goes with the other figures, so it works out perfectly. Okay. All right. So he doesn't go. So it's your turn, Vincent.
I can't. I'm dead.
Okay. So you drop.
Yeah.
And then what's your blood pool?
It's 11.
So you spend 1 to heal, right? So you're at 10, and then you go back to cripple.
5.
What?
Doesn't matter. It's going to leave me at a -5.
-5 what?
I'm crippled if I heal 1.
I'm not. So that's what it does. So it heals you 1. You're not dead, right? You're crippled now.
Yeah, I'm at -5, laying on the ground.
Okay.
Bleeding out.
Okay. You're a vampire, and it coagulates quickly. All right. So do you have enough? Well, you come back. So that is what it is. So celerity actions.
Yeah.
So first start, I think, did you spend? Yeah, you spent for celerity. So it's your go.
Vincent dropping changes my plan, I think. If I go to clinch and feed, that takes like 3 turns, right? To try to like drink people in the middle of combat.
So you would have to move to him and then attempt to clinch.
Move clinch on my celerity so that I can fight on.
Can't, because all you can do is move up to him. Because it's for a celerity action, and same with the rage action. You can't split.
Okay.
Yep. But you could move up to him. But then that puts you point blank with the guy with the shotgun. It's up to you.
Yeah, no. So
He seems a little terrified right now.
You are first in the next round.
Yeah.
So.
You are going to beat him in initiative, so you will get to act before he goes anyway.
Yeah, but now I have 2 people.
Yeah. Can someone lay Vincent's character down just so we remember he is on the ground? And the other guy is starting to kind of stir a little bit. The guy that was kissed. Maybe 3. It'll take a while, though. I mean, it's not right away that they come out of it.
Okay.
You've already been shot with a shotgun once or twice already.
All right.
Mr. 542.
Yeah, no. But, yeah. The dude at the end of the hallway is the biggest threat right now. Okay, so face military duty at the end of the hallway and take
Yep.
some shots.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't split, right? So that's all I can do is either attack or not. So.
That's what you're doing with your celerity action.
Stairs is probably not considered cover.
Mm.
They can still make calls.
It depends. I mean, if you're going to move into it and then take cover, he has high ground though, so right. You can still, I mean, it's still cover part of your body, but
yeah. So.
And all you do is be able to move. Whereas right now, he is out of actions. He just shot Vincent. Vincent goes down. Gonna shoot him?
Yeah.
Okay, full dice shot. Let's do it. You can't split it though.
Yeah. So, one shoots. And then down.
Don't forget to count your bullets too.
Yeah, I have 2 shots left. And then after 1, 2, 4, 5, 6.
Is this your celerity round, Steve?
Yeah.
You can't shoot a gun, celerity,
Why not?
because it says you can't shoot a gun in celerity. You can only do physical actions.
Physical actions would be pulling a trigger. Yes. Let's look at that one because I've had it shot. People have shot before. We can look that one up. That one's worth looking up. Yep, beginner celerity discussions. All right, system. Each point of celerity adds 1 for every decimal one. This can spend 1 blood point to X action up to number of dots of celerity at the beginning of the turn. Spend a trick go beyond a normal generation. Any done used for extra action or go no longer dexterity. In addition, it must be physical. Cannot use mental discipline. No, it's fine. You're physically pulling a trigger. There's no restrictions that I can see. No, or did I not read further down? Where are you reading? What page are you on?
Well, it actually under projectile number, the other level power specifically references bullets. So projectile. Despite the fact that a vampire with celerity moves at incredible speeds, any bullets he fires, knives he throws, blah blah blah, indicating that he can obviously shoot bullets.
Yeah, don't move any faster than.
Yeah. So we're good. You can do it.
Okay.
Right, thanks.
I thought that there was one that should have been involved.
So, I'm going to take my last 2 shots.
Yep.
I can split my dice pool
No.
2 shots.
You cannot.
I can only take 1 shot.
Only 1 shot. Can't split.
No,
That's the disadvantage, though. Yep.
Right.
I mean,
Can I call the shot?
seems weird because you could just. Well, no. It's
Call.
just how the rules are.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Calling the shot
Yeah. You can certainly call a shot to the head.
Call the shot to the head.
All right. So it's +2 difficulty though. So then it's difficulty 8. No hits.
No.
Oh no.
I got a 1 and 2 sevens.
Okay. So that's a botch.
Yep.
Okay. Gun jams.
Okay.
Fuck. Stovepipe. All right. So that's your celerity action, Jessica.
Mine is to. I hear the shooting upstairs.
Yes.
Right, and so that's.
You do hear shooting on this level too. You hear 3 shots, as a matter of fact. 2 shots. Pop, pop.
Wait a second. Okay, well, so my movement will be to come in here and look at what's going on and assess. That's my celerity movement.
Sounds good. That's what you see.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So next round, Vincent, you are at a -5 on the ground. Is there anything you'd like to do?
Lay there and try not to bleed out.
Okay. So are you going to heal or are you going to do what?
Sure.
All right, so your full round heal. Yes?
Yeah.
Or are you going to try and do something else after you heal?
Not with many dice as I'm down now.
You'd be down -2 dice at this point.
Yeah, and then I'd take a full round to stand up.
Or
So,
all right,
I'll heal.
if that's how you wanna play it, that's fine. All right. So as far as they're concerned, and since you're not moving, he's not going to take you, but the guy is going to attempt to shoot you, and then the little guy is going to attempt to shoot. Just at this point, terrified of this giant chick that's in front of him, he is going to go ahead and shoot. So that is the extent of our actions, and then the one with the shotgun is going to try and shoot you from that angle. Everybody's shooting.
So many shootings.
Ward.
What did she leave? I didn't catch where she left the rifle guy. What condition she left him in?
She did 3 blood draw, and then he's basically unconscious. Well, he's not unconscious. He fell down under the effects of Kiss, so he's like in a euphoric state, but he's slowly coming out of it, just like anybody else would.
If I were to attempt,
Not licked, though.
I was gonna say, if I were to attempt to bite him,
Hmm?
would he resist, or would I be able to just do it freely?
No, he can't resist you. He has no idea what's going on. He's not on this planet right now.
Okay, then I'll just do. I'll
His
move
psyche is not on this planet. His body's very much
I'll
there.
medical attention, but I don't appreciate it. I'll move up and I'll bite one of the incapacitated ones.
Okay.
Bite your drink.
All right, bite. So you're going to move up and bite. All right, Ringo.
Alrighty. Well, I guess I will move up and try and disarm the guy. So split action.
Okay.
And
So you're going to move and disarm.
yeah, move and
Okay,
disarm.
don't move yourself yet.
Oh yeah, got it. Sorry.
She is going to attempt to grab and split grab bite after you go. Jessica.
Seeing that looks well in hand, I am going to go upstairs, check on that situation.
Okay.
This looks well in hand.
Spending for celerity.
I am not.
Okay. So just move.
I am going to do, pretty much a movement and stuff, but I'm also going to be activating my Serpentis tongue at will. I'm not
Okay.
showing it, but it's going to be there.
Sure. You're gonna be giving some people some licking.
I move like a lot right now. And
10 gets you to the
10
top
gets
floor.
me right
Well, hold
now.
on.
Yeah, I'm not
It's not
moving
her.
yet.
It's your turn.
Oh,
But
It's
yeah,
actually
I'm mapped
your
out.
your
I know
turn.
where
You
I
get to
can go.
decide what you want to do now.
okay.
Uh-huh.
So,
You have 2 on you. One of them's kind of groaning, but he's not. It's not even groan. It's more just euphoric, like more of a moan.
cool. Move and clench on this shotgun view.
All right, move and clench.
It should give me 4 dice. I think.
Yep.
It's a half dice roll. Right? No, 0, 9. Is it a clench?
You are in a clench.
Okay.
All right, and you said move and clench, right?
Oh, sorry. I meant to declare celerity.
Okay.
And that was the correct dice roll.
Was it though? Because you would have had, if you declared celerity, you have a -1 to your dex now.
Yeah, I'm down.
Okay. All right.
I think I can.
And don't forget wound penalties if you have any. You don't have any though. You just have the 1
No,
bashing
I don't.
damage. But you can heal that if you want. If you have the blood for it, it's up to you.
Do what do I roll for that? It's survival stamina, right?
Survival stamina. Yep. Difficulty 8. Two. Right, you heal 1. And then you move and you clenched. So you are good to go. And you still have a celerity action at the end. Jessica, go ahead and move yourself.
Alright. So with my movement and my dex and everything, I can definitely get right up here.
Okay.
And so I'm going to be there and see the situation. But right now, I just did a full move, and that's all I'm doing with the Serpentis. The tongue is not visible right now.
Okay. That's fine. Ringill. So you have the
Alright.
first.
Yep. So I move up. I'm going to attempt to disarm the guy.
All right, melee and Dex.
Mm-hmm. Alright.
He is
So
not. He almost has his eyes closed. Not quite, but he almost is like trying to like. He knows something purple's coming from these weird things that just don't die. It's weird because he's not on drugs right now.
That's a miss.
Okay. So yeah, you just go up and try to like basically bat away his gun or something,
Mhm.
and he's like just moving around too much for that. And for her part, Riley's going to try and split dice. So first split is going to be trying to do the clinch again. She makes it, and she will try to bite, and she does. So he also falls, and she drains up to 10 now. All right. So we can flip him upside down. So, Ward.
I'm gonna move up to this gentleman here and rekiss him.
Okay.
I don't want to outright kill him, and I suspect she probably took a standard amount, so I'm just going to take one more. What did we say? What puts him in a medically dangerous situation? But
5.
I'll take him down to 5.
Okay.
That's
So
fine.
2 more.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll put him in a medically dangerous situation, but not.
Well, yeah, and the guy. So both of those are 5. So the little white guy had 2 that you drained from across the room, and now just got 3 from Riley, and then that guy had 3, and then you just took 2. So they're both medically critical.
And I will actually lick the wound that she left previously. Does that work? I never actually thought. Does it?
Yeah,
Okay,
I would say so. I think that's perfectly legit.
I'll cover both of them.
I think it's just like it's still they're both such small, even though hers are actually not smaller, but you can still go through.
It's a lot of weird licking on this guy.
Yeah, I think it's there's
Uncomfortable
lots of weird.
amount of licking.
But he's out
It's
of it.
like
Completely
3
out.
or 4 licks to close a werewolf fight. They go.
All right.
It's getting weird.
So it's their turn.
After buying dinner.
So military guy, he's gonna basically say, "That's right. I just fucked up your main man. We got East Side Crips for the win, motherfucker." And he says, as he's taking aim and gonna be trying to shoot you in the head. 2, 8. You do have a celerity action, so you could try to dodge this, if you wish. He's shooting you in the head. The military trained guy. He goes, well, you went, right?
Well, I should be in the room then if I did win. Sorry.
What did we do? How did I do that?
Strength clinch.
Did I fuck that up?
We might have skipped Steve because he was taking a celerity action
Okay.
or something.
No,
do
he
that.
successfully made his punch. We just didn't move. He just didn't move his character.
Yeah.
Oh,
So he went in
okay.
that room.
Oh, okay.
He had a successful clinch,
So he sees you coming up with your vests.
and it says, yeah.
He's gonna try and kill you. Same thing then, and he says exactly what he said. Is he looking down at a lifeless? Well, but it's difficulty 8. One success. Does shoot you. 6 damage. You do not get armor.
No, I do not get on it.
No.
That, I do get on
That's 1 more damage for shooting the head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
One take away from it.
1's take away from your successes.
Well, then I didn't take anything.
So 5 lethal.
Damn.
No, I can't.
Yeah, bitch. Yeah. Pow. Shoots
Because
again.
I'm not going to be able to do armor again.
And then you got him in a clinch, but he is going to attack you, shooting. So because he has a shotgun though, doesn't he? So he's going to try and break the clinch.
Yeah.
He was going to shoot though, but he can't legally do his action. We talked about this. So if you can't legally do your action, you can fall back on something that would get you immediately out of a situation or a movement. So in this case, but it's at a half. So he can do a half dice pool attempt to try and break it. How many successes did you have already?
4.
You had 4. There's no way he could break it.
4. No. My question is for what?
Clenches.
I think you had 2.
Okay.
Sounds right.
He breaks your clench. He breaks out, but he has to drop the shotgun, so he doesn't have a shotgun anymore. But he like tries to struggle away from you, kind of kicks you, and then breaks
get
out.
off me!
Fuck man, fuck you, he says. All right, nobody else is up. So Vincent, you're gonna heal automatically. Celerity action, Steve. Clinch.
Well, I don't know. I guess.
Full action clinch, or you can do something else. Start growing claws or whatever you want.
Yeah, I've been thinking about getting the claws out here. This is kind of tight. But, so if I declare claws growing, that's my turn. Oh, I can't do that celerity.
Not with celerity, but I'm talking about next round. Yeah.
Next round. Alright, so then.
And you still can do it. You can do as many as you can. It's just you can't do multiple mental disciplines.
I mean,
But it's a physical
point blank
discipline.
reduce the difficulty of shooting this guy in the head?
Certainly, it takes it. So the way it works is it takes it. Normally it's difficulty 6, unless it's long range, but it's not. It's difficulty 6, but then point blank is difficulty 4, and then since you're targeting, it's going to be +2, so it goes back to a 6. So if you're shooting him in the head, it's difficulty 6.
Okay.
Doesn't have armor, but it will do a +1 damage.
9, 8, 6, so 3.
Okay, so how much damage is that?
So 1, 2, 3, 4.
1 for the head.
1 for the head.
2 for the bonus hits that you scored.
Yeah, beyond the one that you needed to just hit. All right. He's not soaking any of this.
What's the
6.
1, 2, 3, 3.
3. You shoot him, and it does land top head. Pow! Shoots him right in there, and you see his head kind of jerk back as his eyes get wide. And he just continues to stream out. Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! All right. So Vincent, what is your declared action next round?
Healing.
Just healing. Okay. That's it. Full round heal. On the ground, still playing dead. Okay. So the guy's going to try and finish off. He looks at seeing that Jessica's kind of wobbly and been shot in the head. He's actually just going to assume that she's dead, being a cop. He just shot in the head, and she's just like walking around with a bullet in her skull and brain destroyed. So he's going to run. He's going to move, and then he's going to try and shoot him. Is what he's going to do in the head. And then the other one that's with you. You just shot him. He's going to try and grab his shotgun and shoot you point blank. So it'll be a half shot. Ward.
Everybody in this room seems well taken care of.
The people in the 2 corners, the 2 white beads or clear beads, aren't moving.
Okay.
One appears female, African American. The other one appears to be a white female.
I'm gonna take a full move, I think.
Okay. Go ahead. So, oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should be a couple people heading.
Yep. Ringil.
All right. Well,
You do hear shooting, and then you hear the distinct sound of what the military guy upstairs said.
all right. Okay. Well, this is all clearly in hand as well, and
Guys are like, yeah, we got all this taken care of. We're fine, right? This is fucking shit happening upstairs.
All right, and I'll remind her. Remember, only don't take enough to kill them, and I will. Let's see. Probably.
So, are you role playing, or are you actually moving?
Yeah,
or are you
role-play.
just gonna say?
Sorry.
Well, no, you're fine. Just say move and role play. Is that what you're doing, or are you doing something specifically?
I was going to take out my spare set of handcuffs and handcuff the guy that she's holding.
Okay. All right. And for her part, she's gonna RP. Jessica.
How much can you heal in a single round while still activating discipline?
Well, so the rules for healing. To get here real quick.
It relates to blood limit. So the answer to the question is your generation's a 9, you got blood limit of 2, so no, because you're not an 8, you're a 9, right?
Are you Gen 8 or no?
Oh, okay.
Your limit would be a 9 would be 2.
2. Okay, yeah.
So if your discipline costs blood, then the answer is 1. If your discipline doesn't cost blood, then up to 2.
Okay.
Because it just applies to blood limit.
But you have to get a number of successes equal to that you're doing.
You just need the 1 for the survival roll.
I thought you needed to do the successes as well. So you need it. So if you want 2, you spend 2 blood point, and you have to get 2 successes. No.
It's a gamble situation. So you spend the blood up front, and then you roll, and then if you don't get any successes, you lose the blood. If you get a success, then you succeeded in healing while you're doing other stuff.
Okay, so if it does not cost a blood point to do the discipline, which it doesn't, I can. I'm trying because right now I'm at minus 5 dice pool, which means I can do nothing. So I need to move up. So basically, does that mean that I can spend 2 blood points to heal the 2?
If you succeed.
So.
But because you're doing something else, if you're doing a full round, so like Rusty is just healing because he's like playing dead, getting ready to jump, but because he wants to get enough dice pool, like kind of like your situation in a way, right? So he's trying to heal, and so he could get the drop on this fool because he's just standing there and he thinks Rusty's dead and he ain't getting back up.
Right.
So you would do the same. You could spend your whole action just to heal, and then you don't have to make a roll. You just do it. You spend the blood and you do it. But if you want to do anything else, including the activation of discipline, you have to roll. The stamina and survival difficulty 8. 1 success, as we just talked about, gains you the heal of the 2. But no successes.
It might be a gamble, a decent gamble, because my stamina's 5 right now.
Okay.
And because I want to activate Shroud of Night. That's what I want to do. Shroud of Night on him, so he can't shoot anymore.
Yeah. He's rolling well. Yes.
But I can't do it with.
He has a lot of dice too.
-5 dice pool. So.
Yep.
Understood.
So if I it'll bring you down -2. Right?
Okay. So on
if
my
you
turn,
succeed.
If I do not succeed, the Shroud of Night will not happen.
So you're going to attempt to heal 2, but you're going to try and attempt to activate Shroud of Night. But if you do, you're just going to basically do nothing.
Right.
Because you won't have the dice pool, right? Is that what I'm hearing?
Or
are you still going to try and activate it even if you don't make?
Yeah.
You can make the decision at the time, though.
Yeah, because I only have 4 in the dice pool to do it.
So
I can't.
We're in a situation like I just talked about. If you can't legally do your action, then you could do something else. But it has to be something that's either move or that gets you out of a situation. In this case, it'll probably be move. And then it's a half one at that. So it's kind of a house rule, but that's way if you have something and like
so if I can't activate it, if I fail my heal, I can just right there.
But that is only the case if you actually like literally cannot make that action. If there's any way to make that action, you have to do the action.
Yes.
In this case, you just don't have the dice pool, so it wouldn't happen.
Which is perfect.
Okay.
Yep.
So Shroud. And then Steve. It's your go.
30. My spelling for slave.
Okay.
I am going to spend 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to spend
1 for celerity.
1 for celerity.
Okay.
I'm going to drop 3 and start growing stupid claws.
Okay.
And is that just ignore my entire
Nope.
turn?
It's just happening. You can do whatever you want now.
Alright.
Yeah, you still get your turn.
Is my what's the verdict on whether or not my gun becomes useless to me as I start to grow claws?
I would say once the claws are in effect, they're useless. So you can still use them, but this round only.
Okay.
And then once it's there, you'd have to let it slide off you.
Doing that, then I want to
just shoot him.
Yep.
Okay.
Try to finish him.
Are you
off.
splitting this shot dice pool, and are you shooting him in the head? It is point blank either way.
So I feel like I should split this because as long as I...
How many bullets do you have left in your?
Oh shoot! No, I need to reload. That's an empty magazine. So would that take my action?
Mhm.
That would take my action. So I'm gonna just. Say
So what you could do is
supposed
you reload, and you're splitting an action. So you reload and shooting. So it's a half shot. So you still can shoot once if you reload.
I feel like I might have better luck just pummeling him at this point, or just on him.
You can. I mean, bashing damage works on humans. He gets soak, but their stamina is probably at most a 3, and this guy's not very big. He's probably a 2.
Yeah. So wait, I need to combat.
What are you trying to do?
I'm
Punch
looking
him?
for an attack.
Okay,
I
punching
wanna-
is strength and brawl. Dexterity brawl. Excuse
I
me.
don't know if I want to punch.
Kick also dexterity brawl.
Whatever's gonna beat the crap out of me most.
Yeah, so it's either a punch or a kick in your case. So it's going to be dexterity and brawl either way.
Okay.
Yeah, you can look them up.
So damage is strength plus down aggravated, which is a bite. With that, what's the deal with biting? If I just try to bite him,
You have to get him in a clench, or unless you have extended jaws. So if you were in your wolf form or your bat form, you don't need to do that. You can just bite him as a part of an action, like a werewolf can. But if you're in your human form, it requires you to clench first or hold them in some way. Tackle works too. But.
I'm about +1.
So you could try to like half dice pool clench, just like what Riley did. Half dice pool clench, half dice pool bite if you wanted, or you could put 1 extra dice in clench to make sure you get the clench, and then go for a bite. And then once you bite him, unless you're biting for damage. If you're biting for damage, then the kiss doesn't apply. But if you're biting for drain, then the kiss does apply immediately, and he gets no save. It happens automatically, just like it's done throughout this whole building. You're taking out an entire, basically, drug.
Okay. So let's pick him.
Kick?
Yeah.
All right. Dexterity brawl. Are you splitting or doing anything else? Is that it? Just full dice. Okay. Go for it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dex brawl.
No. No, this is a terrible roll. I guess it's not that bad.
Yeah, I got 2.
All right, so +1 damage. So strength. So it's gonna be strength, and then that's it. Just strength.
Just strength?
Just strength.
Okay.
You get
So
0
strength plus 1
successes.
damage is good. Yeah.
Nothing. Okay, so you like kick him, but it doesn't do anything. He just kind of kicks his arm. Yeah. All right. And Jessica, so it is your go.
No, did you say that this was aggravated damage?
No,
Oh, okay, it is lethal.
it's lethal. You
Okay.
got shot in the head, but it is
Oh,
not
no,
aggravated.
Aggravated. Oh.
No,
okay.
he ain't shooting you with UV rounds or nothing. Yeah.
So my only other question is though that doesn't take from the dice pool to roll to see if you heal, right?
That'd be kind of weird, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
No,
because-
it does not.
Okay, good, because otherwise again, I have nothing.
No. No.
It would be a little.
We're doing full dice pool rolls on that.
Okay, what's the difficulty?
8.
1 success.
There you go. It
One.
works.
Okay,
so you
so-
get your -2 blood and then +2 health levels.
Okay, so then I'm going to try to activate Shroud of Night.
All right.
Let's go.
There you go. So I'm. Yeah.
Wait, what generation were you?
9.
You
It
can't-
does not require blood point to activate.
Shroud does,
Shroud? Say that.
doesn't it?
Not Shroud.
The second level of the power?
Yeah.
Pretty
swear
sure.
I read that it did not.
Up to Nabration. Let's take a look real quick. It'll take us 2 seconds.
No, the player rolls manipulation call. Difficulty 7. It's shadow play that requires no. Yeah, blood point for shadow play. Shroud of Night does not.
Okay.
Yes, which is why I'm going for that one.
Zero. Great. Okay.
Yeah.
Do it.
We'll
Let the
see.
English
We'll
to do it.
See.
Be successful. Be successful.
I'm spending a willpower.
All right, I was waiting for it. I was like, you're making awful. He just needs to shoot you one more time, and you go down.
I get that one success to put a little tiny cloud around him.
Right around him, and he like gets enveloped by blackness, and because you can see through your own, he kind of like freaks out. I'm gonna have him
And
roll
I
a
say
willpower.
I say DCPD, bitch.
All right, that's about that. We'll have
Now we
him
can't
do his
shoot.
thing on his round.
Well.
All right, Ringo.
Oh, thank God.
Alrighty then.
So you're gonna take off and
Yeah, so I
take and put him into handcuffs.
handcuff that guy. Yeah.
Okay.
Put his cuffs behind his back. Hands behind his
I
back.
had no idea it was good.
All right, and for her part, Riley's just gonna be like, "All right, so what are we doing?" She looks at you and then kind of listens upstairs as you hear gunfire, and then
Well,
you hear some muffled talking. Sounds like Jessica saying something.
we should probably head upstairs and make sure everybody's going on fine up there.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think we're handling this to the Glabro. She says.
You're doing good.
All right. All right. I feel much better now. By the way.
Yeah, I don't blame you. You were in a pretty bad state there.
All right. So that's pretty much it for that. Mark. Morg.
And it's not a problem with IRP on the way out, right?
No.
Since I'm at 2 blood, do I need to make self-control attacks?
I would say so. Yes. Make a self-control check.
Yeah,
There's blood like everywhere. There's necks. There's all kinds of people everywhere.
Flying through the air.
Yeah, pretty much. Is there? It literally is. It's like right in front of you.
Let's see what difficulty. I got 1-9 at least, and
You're
1-6.
In all fairness, my method is the least messy because it all floats too. There's no
Yeah.
backsplash, no backwash, no splashing.
Did you move yourself?
I'm gonna go ahead and go. Let me see, 12 and 3.
So 15.
15. Bloop. I'm just gonna get to the top of the stairs and see what's up.
You see an orb of black, and then Jessica's moving a little slower than normal.
So on the way by though,
A little
as far as
wobbly.
the part of it goes, I am going to say as I leave the room, reminder to lick the wounds, and then I am going to.
Riley looks at you very confused.
Oh, yes. We need to, it's a
What?
way to be able to seal up the wound such that it doesn't raise questions. So we have to lick the bite wound.
Oh, of course. Huh. We
You're
can do that?
welcome. You hear
Can I
she
do
goes up
that?
the stairs.
Yeah.
She says. And then since it's part of the RP, and she has him, she'll go back down and you see her just like lick the guy's neck, and then she looks like in absolute amazement as like, it's like, does that heal wounds normally? Like big wounds?
I don't think so.
Oh. Still, it's kind of cool. She says.
If it's okay, I will start to. I'm gonna. I guess it's probably drawing something. It's probably an action. I don't know. I am looking to draw my radio and put a call into the dispatch, my belt radio,
Okay.
and just call in. Unit whatever we are, whatever our designation has been this whole time.
Unit
blah, blah,
V69.
blah. We have something. Basically, the gist it'll be we have armed suspects entering a domicile unit. Blah blah blah. Entering. To detain or whatever.
Okay. Give me a streetwise and intelligence roll.
I want to pretend like I'm on Law and Order again. 2 successes.
All right, you fill in the blanks for the most part. You think you might have gotten the code wrong, but you still, I mean, it's close enough. It's one of them. It's one of the 10s.
What unit we're in? What unit are we in?
Yeah. What do we even call it? Did we even know? The Black Suns. No, shit, I'm not supposed to say that. All right. No, you don't do that. You don't do that. 2 successes is enough for you to do it passable, but people might be like, please say again that last code, and you're kind of like, fuck. And you're just like, and then, you move on. But you get most of the information conveyed. All right, so for their part, the last remaining guy, I'm going to have him roll a willpower check. See if he can steal himself. And Jessica, you see him like look like he's like trying to gasp for breath. And then you see him just like focus really hard. And then you see he kind of just keeps his eyes closed and he keeps his gun down but ready. And he's going to back up into the next room. So he is out of it now, but he doesn't, and he kind of like comes out of it, and then you see like opens up his eyes, and then it kind of looks around and looks at like this orb that's right in front of him, and he seems like completely dumbfounded at like this giant, massive black that's just right in front of him. And then the guy that you tried to kick grabs the gun, tries to shoot you, not in the head, but point blank, and one shot. So he does 8 dice worth of damage. Go ahead and soak. 1, 2, 3, 4.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, you soak it. You take another shotgun to the abdomen this time. And again, just this face of defeat and horror as the kid looks back. I mean, he's like maybe 19 or something. And he just looks at you, and you see he like drops the gun and then raises his hands, and he's just like completely like both of his hands are shaking, and his eyes are really wide. And that's it. That's all he's actually going to surrender because that's all he's going to do. All right, Vincent is gone. All right, so Riley is going to go look around, and she's going to kind of look at this guy and say, I think this one's really pale, as she's like almost flopping him around. And she's trying to remember. She's like, well, Ward drew more blood on him, and then so this one probably needs. He's like flopping again. This one probably needs like help, right? Or do we just are we going to finish it?
I think Ward called it in.
Yes, almost exciting.
He has less scruples than I would really approve of.
Oh well, I mean it is Ward, she says.
She's the one who made him not so good.
So can we like turn these guys too?
No, we cannot. It's only very.
But then they would be under our control if we did, yes? Or no? Well, I'm not under your control, but I like you a lot.
For the Camarilla, it's only embracing other and creating other kindred is very controlled and done very in oftentimes only special occasions. And I'm gonna have to, like, for instance, for you, I have a boon that I can levy in order to technically make you legal.
Okay, and I'm just clan gangrel. I'm just a regular gangrel, right?
Yes.
And we can leave it at that, yes?
That's what I'm hoping.
Okay.
But anyway...
But we don't just embrace people that are like critically destroyed or let them die? You can let him die, and she lets him go, and he just flops on the ground.
Well, we will have ambulance on the way, and they will be able to render aid. And if they can save
but then
them,
they're going to remember us doing stuff, right?
Well, those who are going to show
like
up,
torch this place or what?
Well, those who are going to show up will be able to either have ways of making people forget, or
is that something Gangle can do?
Maybe not specifically, but something kind of like that.
Okay, and that's about Elf they got for role playing. So Rusty, you do heal another one, and it is your turn to declare action. Can't hear you, buddy.
Stay there and continue to heal.
Okay. So for his part, he's going to move back. You actually can't see. Well, actually, Jessica can see him. So you do know he's going to move back into the corner, and he's going to try and reassess the situation and figure out what he's going to do. So just move for him. He's the only one left now. That's not true. The other guy's going to shoot you. No, he gave up, so he's not doing anything. So literally the only one moving is their leader. Ward, what would you like to do? You just see the orb. Vincent's not moving on the ground. There's lots of kind of black blood around him. And then Jessica, for her part, looks like, again, she's still pretty wobbly. And you might see that she has a bullet hole in her head. Looks like there's a guy that's sort of kind of crawling out of the orb area a little bit. But he's still trying to come out of the kiss. There's a guy that...
This guy on the floor?
Yep. So he looks like he's kind of crawling. That's about all he's doing. So anyway, that's it. And then you heard a heavy shotgun blast from the room that's right next to Jessica, and you saw the shot, like a little bit of it, because most of it absorbed
At a glance,
into
the
his
dude
stomach.
on the floor older.
At a glance, the dude on the floor.
Visibly older.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't think I talked about that guy's age, so let's see.
I'm always wondering if it's Jessica Fodder, if I need to say
No, he's not Jessica Fodder.
Okay.
No, this guy's looked like he might be like mid-20s.
Does he and does he look like he
He's
resists?
all he has all the blue, he has like the blue bandana and stuff, but it's mostly off of his head now, kind of rolling and underneath his cheek as he's trying to kind of scrawl out.
If he is still under the effects of the kiss, does it look like I'm going
coming
to
out of
roll if I approach it?
You don't need to do anything right now. He's still weak enough where you could probably approach him and get him in.
I'll go and put him down the rest of the way, and I'm also it doesn't take an action, but I'm also going to activate the calming power on Jessica to help her ignore her wound penalties for the round.
Okay.
It won't help her go before me, but after that she'll have some turns.
All right, Ringo.
All right.
Declare.
Well, I will say we should probably go upstairs and check out what's going on, and we will move.
Okay.
Did we start a new round? Are we declaring?
Yes, we are.
Because
You have a celerity. Go ahead, make your celerity roll. Sorry.
So, I mean, I don't think I can do much with it because I can either move or
Clinch him, or you could punch him or kick him.
Yeah, but I'm thinking.
Something that you just want to throw this out there that to keep in mind, that if you clinch him, for example, and then on your next action you were to bite him successfully, if you don't bite for damage, you do not have to kill him because right,
can.
but you'll go first though.
You can clinch and celerity, you just can't clinch and bite. So you
Right.
could actually get him in a clinch right now.
But you also know you'll be first next turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
But the only point I was trying to make is just a reminder that normal human people, if you bite them, they have no resistance to your bite. They will just fall under the kiss.
And
they're completely helpless once you get that first bite in.
so here's the other thing too about this. So he is prostrate because, like I said, he's surrendering. His hands are shaking. So you could literally just go up and bite him in the wrist. Like he's not trying to do any. He's like thinking you're just going to put him. Like you can do that as actually this action. You don't even have to clinch him right now.
Well, then that sounds like a good idea to kind of make sure that he is subdued.
Okay. Go ahead and grab him, or you just go and bite his arm.
Yeah.
Is what that would look like.
Okay.
This would be great because you do the spin maneuver where you spin them around, you put their arm behind their back, and then you just lean in and bite the neck.
Yeah. In this case, that would be more of like a clinch, though. I would say.
I don't know how wounded he is. I only took a shot to the head.
Yeah.
So
He doesn't look like he's lost too much blood yet. It's coming out. But
So I guess I'll take.
you guys are very careful with these guys.
He doesn't remember the lyric.
Well, he already surrendered, so it's like a humanity thing right now, right?
True.
So
Very true.
I will take 2 and step
No,
out.
I'm digging it. You guys are good.
And let her know that maybe he has some more in him. Oh wait, yeah, it doesn't help you. So I'll just take 2. He's incapacitated, and call it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you grab his arm, and he looks like he's like, are you going to put me in cuffs? And then sees you bite, and then immediately goes down. And then go ahead and give yourself 2 back. He goes into the kiss. All right.
I'm close to frenzy,
So now, Jessica, what is your declared action?
I am going to move up to here, and I'm using Serpentize.
Okay.
It does not require
Okay.
any roll at all. It's basically just there, and it freezes the mortal in place. Page
All right.
209. So basically, that's all it is. Is I'm moving, and then I'm using that to freeze them in place.
Okay. And then, what are you doing for your new
Oh, I
round?
was gonna say you need to loot that wound.
Okay, that's fine. That's part of it.
Okay. And this is a new round, so I'm carrying, I guess that. So my claws are out, right?
Yep.
Ready to rock. I'm gonna charge Dude Face with the guns and the vests. And
Okay.
bang, bang.
In the car. Okay.
Yep. And
So you're
I guess
gonna
I'm
go
split
through the darkness.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
There's a dark orb through it.
Right. So I'm just gonna charge in and try to tackle that guy.
You're gonna tackle.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go for the tackle.
So it's a move, and then you're gonna move until you
Until
contact
I-
him, and then
until I crash into him.
and he is like right outside of the orb. So you are gonna be technically in or adjacent to the orb. So you will have reduced stamina, just so you know.
Reduced stamina.
It reduces your stamina.
Okay. Shoot. Well,
Just to keep your.
I'm just gonna.
You wouldn't know that unless you have obtenebration.
No,
So that's fine.
So.
And you don't know technically where he is. So you like fumble through, but it's a small orb, and then you come out and you see him, and you just grab him. So it is a half roll though for it. So it should be
the
strength.
tackle.
Yeah.
So. Strength roll.
Mm-hmm.
Failed.
Uh-oh. All right. So you go right in front of him. Okay. Jessica.
Okay. I'm here. Get his eyes and just.
Yeah, you like float by him almost, and you just look at him. All right. And so is there any roll, anything like that?
No, not at all. Basically, there it is. No rolls required. Can be avoided if the mortal takes care not to look into the vampire's eyes.
He wouldn't know not to, so I think he's probably looking right at you.
Basically, he's not supernatural or
Nope.
a vampire, so I have absolutely no roll to make.
Okay.
It's my
And
rolls.
with that, he will get dazzled with your eyes.
Mhm.
He just like focuses, and
I
you
am
see
doing
his
the
eyes.
Jungle Book Cobra thing.
Yeah, pretty much.
Look into my eyes.
Okay. So I think at that point, you guys can kind of decide what you want to do with everybody, but we are in a place where we're at the end. So I think we're going to call it here. Let's take a picture here, and then we're going to do our usual. So going around the table, and so this time we'll start over here with you and with Steve to figure out kind of what did you learn?
Well, my first foray into trying to gun everybody down was less than close.
Need higher firearms.
Yeah, I suppose some more firearms.
That'll help.
Better gun.
And a better gun,
that'll
too.
help with that.
Definitely. Well, and you'll be able to make those here pretty soon. Yeah, for sure.
So that was great.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think I should have been more aggressive up front with the blood and claws out. But I was kind of curious about trying to
Do the firearm stuff, yeah. No, that's fine. And so guns, as we talked about before, are super. Everything's effective against mortals, but they're really effective also against like mages and then against werewolves too, actually, because they do lethal damage. Whereas vampires, they're only lethal if you shoot them in the head. So that's why you guys were at such an advantage, because these guys are sitting there, a huge drug pen, right? And they're just sitting there shooting you guys, but they don't know to aim for the head. This guy does, because he's a kind of two in the head kind of guy, right? Maybe you don't know what his training is, and it depends on if you decide to keep him alive or what. But he is what he is, and if they don't do that, you guys, it's like half damage. So big deal. All right, Ward.
You learn that everybody sure does get real testy when you make them turn people into werewolf vampires. But more to the point.
Does not get you the XP.
I had something and I just lost it being a smartass. I think I don't know if he learned something in the sense that he actually learned anything, but I think he's practicing restraint this time. He is attempting to exercise restraint and not actually kill anybody. And what he is going to follow up and do is he's going to end up, as he radios it in, he's going to go back downstairs once he sees this as an hand and start trying to stabilize like the gunshot. This guy definitely needs some help to stabilize before the guys get here. He'll try to patch people up enough to keep them alive. He tried to restrain himself, so I think that's what he's learning. Is he's trying to learn restraint to sort of not go fully over the edge here.
Yep, and by the way, you do find that guy trying to crawl, even though he's basically like handcuffed behind his back. He's trying to crawl out the front door. So
smear.
yeah, so you guys like pull him back in or whatever, and you can
also
choose to
learn that some
devour.
of his companions don't know what the masquerade is. If you claw a bunch of humans, then we're gonna have to cover it up. You better kill them. Because then we're going to have a bunch of claw marks all over their bodies. Just putting them out there. Gunshots we can explain what kinds.
Okay.
Rusty, your go.
Nothing.
Nothing?
No.
Ah. All right. He passes. Raven.
I got to see what it really looks like with a werewolf vampire, and I'm thinking the stories were exaggerated because so far so good. With that part anyway. But basically learning what it like, but maybe it's a little clumsy trying to get him up out of the ground and that kind of thing.
You didn't learn anything, Rusty?
Nope.
Not one thing.
Nope.
All right. Cedar.
Well, raising a brand new vampire is kind of nerve-wracking, especially when that particular new vampire happens to be a werewolf who is extremely hungry. And of course, discovering that it's not all that easy to remove somebody who was previously dead from the ground after you earth melded them.
It's just weird how, and that was my interpretation, but I'm kind of like,
It's like, wait a second, I can't take.
yeah, exactly.
her out.
Wait, she's not an object anymore.
Yeah, so it's nerve-wracking because he also doesn't know how, even with the boon, how the prince will react to discovering her. Because he's eventually going to have to present her.
Okay. All right. So then 1 XP for those, aside from Rusty, for learned, 1 automatic, 1 roleplay, and then danger. So you guys are going to have 4. Rusty has 3. And that concludes the game. So we can take things to email. If we want to talk about like the distribution of these, you guys want to take a picture or whatever, and then shoot me an email. But CC the group if it's something that involves a group. That's fine. Otherwise, we'll pick it up back actually next Monday. So, and we'll talk about that here in a second. But I'm going to stop recording. So, those of you that tuned in, thanks very much for doing so. We'll talk to you later.